Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the AEL University Elite Series here for CS2. And who's going to be bringing it to you? It's going to be me, Metzi, and Emperor ZK coming to you live once again for some CS2 action. And it is going to be exciting as ever, Emp, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is a beautiful night to be casting some CS2, and I tell you what, I'm hoping that all the heat is gonna be brought into here because I want some fire.
And we're going to be bringing that fire right after we talk about our favorites. AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. But who else is going to be supporting us here tonight, Emp? It's going to be
Indomie, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
That's right, and big shout out to both of our wonderful sponsors there. Appreciate them for all the support they give and help us put on one hell of a show. But speaking of a show, we have a show on the road here. It's grand final time. Gonna be 9 p.m. UTS and UCID. But to kick off here tonight, everybody, it's UOM taking on none other than UNSW. And what a night of games we are going to have after last week's endeavors. I cannot wait to see what is going to be unfolding here. I'm sure that all our teams are going to be amped up and good to go. UOM, UNSW, they've had a pretty good season so far. You know, that's why they made it to the playoffs in the first place. But UTS and UCID, they are ready to try and take the prize, take the championship here. And we'll see which one is going to be eager enough to get their hands on it and take it away.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, UNSW versus UOM, there's a few things to consider. Both did get to 0, and you, for one or some reason, it feels like it was a little bit of contention. But representing them, UNSW, is Agent, Huang, Cross, Gibbs, and Combo. On the other side of UOM, we have Beaver, Attila, Al-Qaeda, Luke 1Gs, and June. Like, these squads we've seen, they've been together for quite a while, and they've been able to do quite successfully season after season. Although there were some moments here and there where we thought it was not the same form that we've seen them ages, but you know, it might be a return to form in this final play between the two.
That's right. I reckon it could be a return to form here. Return to their glory, and eager to see who is going to be able to get their hands on it. Take away third place here in our first third place matchup. Very excited for what's to come out of this one. You know, we got a lot of maps on the card. Speaking of maps on the card, here they are. It's going to be Train, Band, Anubis, Band, Dust 2, first pick, UOM, Nuke, second pick, UNSW, Ancient, Band, yes! Inferno, Band, and Mirage as the decider here in this best of 3 endeavor. So, the series is already looking fantastic. No Ancient on the cards there. Thank you very much, UOM, for that one. And Dust 2 and Nuke to kick off. I like the starting composition. You know, it's very classical maps there. So, excited to see how it all plays out in its entirety here. And I guess I'm curious whether it's going to be able to go the full distance, you know, go all 3 maps, or whether it could just be down to 2.
Yeah, I think UOM coming in here straight up onto Dust 2 is probably due to a little bit of research that they've had on UNSW. Last week, UNSW versus UCID had one of the more funnier games on Dust 2. I believe it's one of the first time I've seen UNSW get complete shutout on it. And so UOM might be looking to take the same advantage back into it. So it's not really much of a surprise for them to react into this manner. And of course, Mirage is one to prove yourself. And when it comes down to it, there's going to be a little bit of fire. UNSW does see it. The UOM leading this squad, I feel like, you know, they are going to do their homework. How much have they done it? That's going to be an issue, a question is going to be answered. Eventually, there is going to be the foot out, and Gibbs spots a whole bunch of them. And while there's a smoke around, June gets taken out from behind. Combo taking the double, wax out for the third. He wants more, but Huang denies the 4K. And now it's just going to be up to Beaver trying to 1-on-4. And that's not going to be happening. So Unit SW, they are going to have a rather good defense.
They sure are, and going to have a pretty good defense there and going to be ready to take things into their own hands, ready to see what is going to be in store out of this one. Weather could be on track for some dangerous times here. It's UNSW on for a good start here on Dust 2, but we'll see if they can pull through for more. Triple stack up A-Long at the moment. T's taking it pretty slow, UOM. Are pondering on bedroom control, but their patience paying off here as the CT stack up outside of A lot of util, but Agent, they're going to be the first to find him.
Yeah, they are going to do a little bit of homework. The flashes are buying a little bit of time, but in the meantime, Cross here for the response, going to get a few cleanup, utilizing the flash. Gets taken out eventually, but there is, the cleanup is not going to work out. And so in the meantime, they still have to clear Huang. He does have the scale aiming it down. Oh, and that was a gorgeous headshot all the way. So Beaver and June might be looking to maybe walk back in, but the problem is Gibbs is just waiting around the corner. Maybe he's going to be smelling this, and he is going to be seeing that someone was waiting. And now without too much time left, 2-on-1, Beaver is on 8. Does pick up a gun, but is not able to keep it. And so, UNSW, they are able to do their homework. They are able to close out some of the weaknesses from last week. And so its diligence is something that we do like to see team improve week after week, and that's pretty good.
Pretty good. It might even be pretty great. As we jump in to round number 3 now, UOM certainly looked pretty solid for a second there, but now they've got their real chance of bringing out the big guns here. Settling into the default, I like how they've got Jun just holding outside of the tunnels here, just in case of an early aggressive CT push, because some CTs might be looking to offshoot some of their weapons. Something more. Speaking of going for more, though, Kraz, right place, right time, doesn't get affected by the flash, does crash past Attila, forcing him back. Al-Qaeda trying to take up the mantle here, might get punished as well. No, they will go down. One, luckily, available to trade it out, though. So things already on a bit haywire here, but the CTs are taking point.
Yeah, this is an issue for UOM. They are going to be dropping some main guns here, and now with a man down, and still not really getting too much of a foothold because Huang remains in firm control. Can be looking to get a little bit aggressive, knows how to pop this one. And so when you don't see anything going backwards, you just drop it. He sees a whole bunch. There's the warbang. They are going to try to chase him down. He is going to take a double, and oh, it's just going to be Luke 1. Jeez, that is a little bit of a problem here. They don't have a plan. They don't have an entry. You go in, you spot a whole bunch. Everything is dropped. AK gets picked up. And that is bad news for UOM because right now, UNSW are going to start a little bit of a bankroll on this round. I think they are going to be pretty happy about it.
Absolutely. Going to be very, very happy about that. And we'll see if they can find a few more things to be happy about heading into round 4 now. Because UOM going to be stuck onto the eco there. So a grand opportunity for UNSW to just pump ahead here. Take round 4 and maybe more. Good early flash coming out. Trying to see if any T's are pushing up. But speaking of pushing up, Juan and Go, they're confident. They know that the UOM's on an eco. So they're just pushing aggressive or willy-nilly here. Could be an issue for UOM, but also could be beneficial. They might actually be able to get some benefits out of this if the CTs get a bit overzealous, but it's not happening yet, as they are managing to whittle down those numbers one after the other, leaving it all up to Jun now. Does manage to pick up a deagle here, trying to soar onto the site. Spotted and dropped out. Agent is gone. And they will be punished by Juan through the wall there as well. Nice little shot. Does manage to get enough damage through. So, round number 5, diving into it. UNSW up by 4. And UOM trying to recover here. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, I think they also underestimated UNSW's potential when it comes down. They're a very aggressive team when it comes down to having that bankroll round. You convert the bonus, the AWP instantly comes out, depending on how many AKs you're going to be holding. Meanwhile, there is an AWP on both sides. I mean, Attila is very sharp on tour. He has been one of the primary carries. But here comes a little interesting combo. Picks up a double, looking for it, but Attila denies the follow-up. Here's going to be a little bit more. They were not expecting more pressure. Gibbs doing the cleanup in a 4v2 without a foothold and knowing where you offer, and he gets taken out for the ride as well. Things are disastrous for UOM. While they were trying their best to maintain this, June takes a lot of damage. He is spotted, but he takes one more. Now it might be okay. 2 for the price of 1. But the thing is, he has no bomb, no control. And one of the worst things is Huang here with an AWP, not contested at all. And he has the raw gas. I don't really like the odds. However, June onto this off angle might be able to just get a little bit more, but you can see it. This is the practice unit in a SW. You don't get an entry for no reason. June's going to try it anyway. Huang going to quickly reroute, give him the room to breathe. June, oh, he's being spotted now. Here comes the fire. And how much can you do with this? And the answer is nothing.
Yeah, not going to be able to push much through there. So it's going to be a 5 alive here for UNSW. UOM max loss bonus, so they are going to be able to at least push through with confidence in the economy department somewhat. It's not the best position, but they have enough. But still, it's a tough situation that they are placed in. They need to try and figure out a way out of this momentum that UNSW have built. Could be now, already spotting one up long there. Good retreat from the CTs, playing off the flash as well. Does allow them to get back to the site basically unscathed here. Well, that smoke is a bit dangerous as well. There might actually be a little gap that they can exploit there. But going to be holding on the other side of it. There it is. Shot coming through. Agent on car. The T's ready to push up right now. The spar begins, and they've taken the first.
Yeah, Asian getting a little bit overzealous going in. He says might be able to have an angle. Huang finally picks up another kill across. Meanwhile, sees a little bit more. And now has to go for the reload. And this is an awkward position as there's going to be a little bit more try 2v2 for the situation. Alka trying to buy that room in. And it's going to be good. And it's just going to be a gorgeous cleanup. UOM finally up onto the board. How much more they can do with? I think that's going to be a question, because if you look at Huang's big wallet, 5 ditches right there, looking to maybe just offload a little bit more to the rest of his team. But I think technically in that last round could have been even more rougher if Huang did not miss in the beginning. I think the flash did play into a little bit, but more than anything else, 2 shots being missed gave UOM plenty of positional power, and then to push through the smoke as well. Like, that worked really against UNSW. And for the side of UOM, I feel like that's something that they needed to get their confidence up. Al-Qaid finally, also one of the operas, providing a ton of damage and value with his AWP. That, I think, gave the confidence that they need to play out to tonight's match. Although it's a little bit late, we would like to see them start racking a few more rounds.
See if they are going to be able to manage that now. Good pause to come through. Does allow them at least a moment's reflection here. UOM are going to be very happy to manage to place themselves at least on the board there. It's been a tough one so far, but they have managed to find an in. Certainly could be the start of a domino effect rounds. They start to topple things over and take things one by one, piece by piece. But it's all going to be settled in to the round now. Round 7 in track. Al-Qaid holding it down, ready towards the doors. CT's pushing up very aggressively. Gibbs and co. I love the presence here. The T's are pondering on long, but I mean, if they go for it, the CT's have a huge opportunity to just flank if they're not watching, which they aren't. Gibbs pushes up, locks down 3, on track for 4. Not going to be able to get it. Traded out by Juan, and it is going to be 1 versus 3.
Oh, that's a little bit of a heartbreak right here. As soon as you lock down 1, you have the weapons, you have the ability to just go through, but one tiny overestimation on what the opponent is going to be doing. You get taken in for the ride, and now trying to retreat the objective. Beaver slowly walking up towards the bomb, but there is going to be checking. He knows this one. Juan slowly. He is going to be taken out. Meanwhile, Beaver traced most of his life for it. He's just going to send it. But cross onto this bottom. He says, yeah, you flash 1, but not all of us. So we will take that one. And UNSW, I mean, they reset the rest of UOM into it. It's I guess it's a really good round coming out of nowhere, and UOM did not expect it. But more than anything, it does speak volume to just how much more preparation UNSW has had onto this map. Now, one very important question is, this is the pick from UOM. They've studied it, they know how to play it. It's just the question is, what else do you have to bring to the table?
Yeah, what else do you have to bring to the table? What else are you going to be able to cook up here? And we'll see if they are going to be able to cook up more, because Agent already ties things down, brings up the vibes. Ready to see if they can manage to keep thriving here. T's stuck on these pistols. Lesser power, but not a lesser opportunity necessarily. They are getting burnt out a short at the moment, though. Slightly spread out, which could favor the CTs if they single them out here. Gibbs in prime position might actually find Jun if their timing's right, and they get a bit over-aggressive on either side. Because Jun is just holding on to that angle for now, just dancing on it. They can probably hear the steps as well, so this could be good intel to communicate back to your team. Go for a bit of a stack up, trying to overwhelm there, but they're still going to be pondering on it for now. You know, they're still hesitant. They do have time in the round, but that time's trickling down nice and quick. There we go, quick to a kill, and more to follow. So, 2 players remain. They're trying to go for the short plant here, Emp. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, though. Sticking to it. Oh, it's not meant to be. 7-1, lockdown for UNSW.
That round, I guess, you know, we could just excuse to that. That's pretty much the probability of what it was supposed to be. When you are trying your best to try to maybe do any amount of damage, or maybe try to exploit a possible weakness or even timing, you know, as W said, you can try as much as you can. We've already built a wall. We know exactly how to set up this fence, and they've been playing it really nicely. And I like how they aggressively get this early priority flashes. It means that, you know, just in case UM decides to play the long, they are going to be taking a ton. However, our kite is going to take our combo. The AWP drew into it. It's going to be exchanged instead. Got to be a little bit more careful. Oh, the whiffs right there coming from Gibbs. That's not spotted, but June is still rather quite low. Agent onto the side. They are going to be able to buy into this Luke 1Gs. Let's get the smoke. Got to be careful from behind them, but does not matter because Cross is going to be exchanged here. Still, 2v3. They have a prime opportunity. Just need one moment to secure this, and they are trying to lock Agent away. They don't want him to even think about making it in. It's just that right now, you know, how much more room or time can they give? They say we can give plenty because, you know, it's 1v2. Meanwhile, Huang here. I see a whole bunch. I think he might just have a really good chance to make it in. They don't really spot enough just yet, but he's going to check everywhere, and that's going to work against him. You know what? UOM, that was not a bad round. Can we expect a few more?
That's going to be the big question, isn't it, Emp? Can we expect a few more, or is it all going to hit the floor here? Great to see that UOM have managed to find their footing, you know, get towards the second. UNSW, they've secured the half, but by how much is still yet to be decided. And let's see if they are going to be able to lock this one down, heading forward now into the round. UOM prepared for battle, trying to rattle things up in a lower combo. First to the gun. We'll trade out for the AK there, so decent start. But there's still more to consider as the T's approach up short. May get flanked here. This aggression from the CTs is shining again. Pressure's on Agent to try and hold down the site directly, though.
Oh, this is a fast one. They're making plenty of sounds, and they're utilizing the flashes, but they're getting flanked all around. That nade might be okay here, but it's just going to do a little bit of a minimum damage. Meanwhile, it's still danger close. There is going to be the AWP by 2v1. There is a very good chance. Our kite just has to be aiming true. He knows that he has an AWP. Plenty of time to deny a lot more. And he's going to be just waiting to the smoke. Oh, this could be a gorgeous play, but got to be looking at the right way. He does not know where Juan is. But Juan, he knows it. He is looking and he spots the head, takes it out. And out of nowhere, where UOM was being pushed into desperations, they were able to take out primary members. But the thing is, when you don't know where the last one to play this game of cat and mouse, I tell you what, you are going to be eating the bullets.
Yes, you are. Eat it up for dinner. And let's see if they are going to be able to get some more dinner. Switch out the bullets for some Indomie instead. Heading in to round number 11 here. So we scope things down. T's looking to run it up mid right now. Up catwalk. Short could be in a bit of trouble. They've got Agent holding close by in case they try and pressure that one. We'll see what they can make out of the mix. They're already out. There you go. Ready to follow. Agents down. So a plant certainly could be in order, but the plant's trailing behind. Both players on side have already been pumped down here. Great beginning, but it hasn't reached its end yet. Oh, no. That's bomb. This is massive for the CTs. The shots are coming out.
Yeah, just when your body flies backwards, the bomb goes over the edge. And here comes the peekaboo. Gotta be careful. Yes, that's a very wise backup. There's still a minute to be playing to this, but if you look at the utility side, UAM only has one left, and I don't like their choices. They don't know what else that can happen. This is just a raw pick. And they can't really play for exit as well, so I guess no plan's going to be happening. If they do want to try to make a play, well, there's the guessing game. They don't want to be waiting for the whole time to be run out, and they are going to try to make an attempt. There's game number one, but they are both spotted out, instantly taken out. UOM. They had the right idea, the right momentum, just not the right way to get the angles through. You got to feel for them. UNSW, 7 rounds lead. This is round number 12. If they take double digits, UOM's chances of this first map is going to be slim.
Yeah, it's going to be slimmer by the second. We'll see if they are going to be able to enhance things, though, as UOM open the accounts here. Look to seek out a little more from it. B-side on track. Gibbs prepared for the flash. Not prepared enough. Gets punished down. Now leaving it up to Kraz here. Finding one. Traded immediately. And opens the door for UOM to get on track for this one. UNSW, 2 players remain. Down to 1. 1 is gone. Agent, last round now. Has to just send it. And they'll be sent packing to the graveyard. So, a nice comeback towards the end there for UOM. Definitely starting to look a little bit better. But they need to maintain course heading into the next pistol at the side switch.
Where was this? What happened? UOM kind of very confident round number 12. Like, I thought we could have gotten a few more out of the play in the beginning, but out of nowhere, just when things look really dire, UOM just says, let's just do it. Let's just send it. And they were so successful. I felt like that was the momentum that they really needed. But now it's the switch. They don't get to do the same thing. So UNSW here for a little bit of a tiny stack play. Gonna be looking. Agent gets taken out. Oh, this is gorgeous coming in. But it's still gonna be 4v2. They are looking. They're gonna start cleaning up. 2v3, Congo and Gibbs. All they have to do is just tap a few heads. Meanwhile, UOM, though, might be just looking at a little bit more. The defense is gonna be strong. There is nothing they can do into the back, but Al-Qaeda is gone. It's 2v2, and it's going to be all good. UOM, they are going to be okay. They are going to have the guns first. They deny everything from UNSW, which means that it's a possibility for them to pick up all the guns and I guess a few rounds before anything else happens.
Yeah, we'll see what is going to come of this one, Amp. What they might be able to achieve. They jump in to the next one now. Guns in hand, ready to try and press up here. T's slowing it down too. They get caught now, though. Maybe not. Good trade coming out. Attila goes down. John to follow. It's going to be looking a lot better now for UNSW. Pressure all up to the B side. Could be very difficult. Kraz trying to spam through with the techie. Oh, that timing was massive. They do slip away somehow from Beaver there. Now Beaver giving himself away down mid. So CT's going to have their work cut out for them here. Curious to see if they can manage it. I mean, all they've got to try and get on the site right now is one smoke. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think they're just going to have to play for exits at this point and just try and fight on another round. But that's devastating for them. UNSW gunning it through and managing to get a round up. That is worrying. But at least they're not making it easy, UOM. They're managing to get some of those exit kills, shut down some of those weapons, and make this round a bit costly, even if they do win it here.
Yeah, I think that's very smart decision coming through. But the thing is, UNSW was not supposed to really win that round. Just out of nowhere, it's just timing really worked against them. UNSW in the meantime, they have gone to double digits. Now they have guns. They have a lot of things to do in this round. And, on the side of UOM, they just scrap together whatever they can, and they have to purchase even more, right? Because if they don't purchase some utilities, if they don't purchase at least some kind of suppressive, nothing's going to be happening. You can see how far they are playing into this mid, and they are going to be swatted away eventually. Cross, meanwhile, slowly making it down. Gibbs also smelling a little bit more aggression coming through, but Al-Qaeda is gone, so is Gibbs. But the thing is, how much more damage is happening? And I tell you what, UOM is definitely figuring that one out, because they have lost almost everyone. Now it's Beaver, one man walking through the smoke against 4, and he's spotted instantly by Cross. And it's 11-4. UNSW, they are severely locking in. They are early to the game, and they are checking every boxes right now.
Yeah, checking every box and trying to make sure that they can manage to box their way through it. 2 rounds is all that's going to be needed for UNSW to potentially be up by a map here into the 3rd place matchup. We'll see if they are going to be able to get them. UOM, decent hold through here. Not going to be able to catch anyone at the moment. Good damage over the top, though. Both sides trading blows, jabbing through, and it will be combo. Finding success in the end there. Managing to pummel them down and leaving it up to one player, Attila, with the UMP. One of my all-time favorite guns in the game. They aren't going to be able to do too much with it. It will be Agent to kick things down a notch and take it to map point.
I am a little bit shocked at the form we're seeing from UNSW, because we definitely didn't see this from last week. This is prime time UNSW. Every player doing the diligence, every one of them playing like freaking on fire. I don't know what's happening, but they are just making it work. June takes a bunch of damage with Ross, and they are gonna look to just break open the base. They won't be. They are spotting it even into the corner, looking, trying to lock some more down, but there is still gonna be a little bit more. June with a no scope. I guess that's gonna be Beauty. And now Gibbs gonna be checking. It's a 3v2, might be in a good position to be looking, but hey, June is here to stay. Look at Attila as well with a Negev. They just said, we are going to send it. Meanwhile, it's Cross with the 8 I don't like his chances, especially when it comes down to this. They are going to look at it to maybe even knife him, but June's going to deny that one. And UOM, through a Fiesta kind of a round, they are going to win it.
Yeah, going to be in it to win it there, so definitely love to see that, Amp, and very eager to see what will manage to come out of this one now. Whether we do have a victory on our hands, or whether it's going to be Negev prowess from Al-Qaeda, taking a play out of Lime's book there from RMIT. Love to see it. And let's see if the Negev is going to be their saving grace right now. Tap shooting like their scream on this one. Agent falls, but Al-Qaeda succeeds, and it will be 2v3 now, favoring UOM and getting all the glory here. They still have more to play for at this range, and Al-Qaeda could be the one to send them out of it. No, Gibbs gets the shot. Maybe locking in the short plan. Oh, the shots are out. Jun in a bit of trouble there. Has to fall back. And here comes the plant.
Oh, Beaver. Oh, Beaver. He tried. That timing was awful for him. And now, up to June. No choice. He has to do it. Beautiful headshot onto Juan. Maybe this is what they need. You can see Gibbs just going to be sticking it. Waiting. He does have a kit. All he has to do is not move. And June, he was caught by the peekaboo from Gibbs, and that's going to be map number 1.
Yes, it will have map number 1 going to be locked down by UNSW there. Massive stuff coming through from them. They had a really good amount of impact there. I was really impressed. They managed to build themselves up super duper well, especially in that first half. You saw it end up 9-3. And the first, I think, 5 rounds in a row, all UNSW. They went absolutely crazy style on it, Amp. And it was just insane. I feel like building up that momentum, it definitely made its impact. It whittled down the confidence of UOM a bit there, and it showed. But it's great that towards the end, we did see UOM start to return to form a little bit. You know, they started to get some rounds through, but I feel like it was too little too late. They took a bit too long to warm up there. So I'm hopeful that for the sake of the series and for UOM in this sense, that they are able to step it up a bit in the earlier section of the map heading into map 2 there. I think that Nuke definitely has its potential. And yeah, I'm hopeful that we get to see this one go all the way through to map 3, but you don't know till you know, do you, Amp?
Yeah, look, I am one to like nukes and vertigos when it comes to play, and I'm a little bit worried because when it comes to nuke, things can swing really badly from the beginning, and it's really hard one to like make it back, especially if you're on a disadvantage. So fingers crossed for UOM to bring us a little bit more glory and really just go into their whole lock mode. And yeah, I don't know, this it's a huge one.
Yeah, big one indeed, but there's going to be more big booms on the way right after this break. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Matt's in Emperor ZK here with your third place matchup. And we've just concluded map number 1 there. You can see our vetoes. We did have Dust 2 to kick it right off. And UNSW managed to prevail on UOM's map pick there. Dangerous Waters. We are heading in with Nuke coming out as UNSW's map pick here, Amp. And I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit worried, you know. I think there's going to be a challenge ahead for the UOM side heading into their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, I really agree. Usually I will say, well, when it comes to the Victorian states, they always had a really decent nuke. But the thing is, there's only one team from all of New South Wales that specializes in this kind of like wild picks, and that's UNSW, right? They are known to really favor nukes or vertigos, and they always have a good plan. So, all eyes upon them to see just how much they can bring this one back to push for a possible map number 3. And primary concerns down to what the composition is going to be, because as we saw in the beginning, they were playing very traditional, trying to lock themselves in, trying to play the prediction. But it didn't work out until they said, you know what, let's just send it, and things got more wilder, and they were a lot more successful. So maybe that is what they need. But who knows, right? Because in a map of nuke, anything happens.
That's right. Anything can go down, and the momentum of the map can shift at a moment's notice. You know, you could see a site rush come out through the hut there, straight into event drop. Anything could be possible, and definitely eager to see how both of these teams navigate this treacherous landscape heading into Nuke here. It's going to be a fun, it's going to be wild, and look at that. We're getting straight into it already. Big shout out to our observer there with the little BkWhatOCE spray. Shout out to our Aussie team. We love Australian CS, and hopefully they do well in their landscapes. But we're getting into this matchup right now. It's time to go on the A side, and they're going bang, bang, bang.
Oh, when you have those Heaven players taken down, it's a little bit of a mess here. And Al-Kai does walk through the smoke, which means that he sees nothing just yet. Meanwhile, Luke1G he's gonna get rushed down, and Beaver is also gone. It's just a really quick execute from UNSW. The timing, I swear, in the beginning, when you are playing pistol, you favors the T side so well. It's such a rough time to be reacting with the CT side. And I'll tell you what, they have everything. UNSW, they just checked off the banks, and they said, all right, we got ourselves a nice little bit of bonus. We got the interest, and right now it means that we're going to get the guns, the Galils are in with a little bit of a scouting action in an AK. But if you look at the utility wise, they are going to be okay within that department. Most of the Parkland to Juan agent to be providing. In the meantime, there is going to be the reverse on UOM. Divider is going to replace by Al-Kai. Might just be giving us a little bit more spice effect. But Attila and June, they are both out. Nothing to be played into. But Al-Kai maybe can get something into the reverse. He is searching, however, action hasn't really got to him just yet, as Luke1G is gone. Beaver and Al-Kai, the final wants to be making anything happen. When you do drop after the flames, maybe we'll get a headshot. But the problem is, UNSW don't have to drop.
Yeah, don't have to drop. And don't have to roll. We'll see if they are going to be able to find anything here. Shots already coming out. They bleed out into the vent there. Flashbang time. Ooh, no, not going to be pushing into it. Smart move. Don't get any closer to them than you need to. Don't go to the Zeus factory. And they are just going to be holding it steady for this one. But there you go, Al-Qaeda. See you later. All down to Beaver. Very low HP after that bomb has reached its conclusion. But they will be able to get away with their armor and with their life. So, UNSW already sparking hope into this game.
There is the complete dominance from UNSW. The T side, once you get things started in the beginning, especially given a dream, you can just follow it all the way towards the end. And now look at UOM, because they were trying to contest. They brought up all the utilities in the world. It's just gonna be Al-Kai buying up the good old spice. You need to do is just pump him in the face. But as we say that, Luke1G is gonna get traded with Gibbs. However, maybe Al-Kai is gonna be able to get something. Nope. I take that right back. He gets nothing. Combo takes a little bit more damage, but in the meantime, they are still primed and ready to go. Attila, meanwhile, staring to the smoke outside with June. They are looking up into the silo, and Juan sees a whole bunch of them. He gets taken out, but that gives primary information to the rest of the squad members of Unit SW. There is going to be one on heart, and that's pretty much it. Now they're going to have to try to make it back in with this plan. It's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, gonna be a rough one, and we'll see if they are gonna be able to pull it off. 2v2 situation here, no util for UOM, no worries, maybe. As they creep up through the hut there, got visuals on Annex as well, giving away position, and they scope in. Agents, good for both, and they will be able to find 3 rounds in a row. So, well played by UNSW there. UOM are going to be caught in the smoke. And now let's see if they can bring some smoke of their own into round number 4 now. They got 2 AWPs, my gosh, and M4s galore. They're ready to zone this one out, and they're bringing all the firepower.
Yep, the AA battery has now been fully charged. They say it is time to unleash it, and our card is gone. Just when I thought, we're gonna get a little bit of that action. One of those expensive items here is gone. Luke 1G's also gone here. Juan, you said I might have missed a few, but look at that. I am good for all 3. Both AWPs just disintegrates. That is gonna be a chip onto their shoulder, and UOM out of nowhere. They invest heavily, but it's all blowing up. The Kingdom Come, and Beaver, he is staring from behind, finds Juan, which is going to be okay, but that is all he's going to be getting. And even though you kill Juan, right, the AWP is still saved, and he's just popping off. This is an unstoppable side. Unit SW, they are clear to say that this is our map.
This is their map. This is their time to activate. And ready to see how things are going to go now. We've got all the util for days here. Smokes are ready. Flashbang prepared as well, trying to see if they can scare them away. But CTs are getting caught right now. Well, Luke 1G's, however, going to be the catcher. And maybe more. UOM somehow turning this round on its head, finding all the kills onto the T's here. The T's don't even know what to do. They're overwhelming them. What is happening here, Eb? This is insanity.
I just say, UM, when you didn't care, you found success. And out of nowhere, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You just take them for a ride, because if you are confused about what you want to do, your opponent probably is going to be the same thing. So they were all taken by surprise. They are going to be just shutting out Unit SW with an entry, and they have picked up 1 AK. They was enough not to really come out for extra action. Meanwhile, can that 1 AK do a little bit more right now? 50 seconds more to the clock. Attila has been spotted. He gets taken out, but it is going to be a trade. It means that guns can be picked up for the side of UOM. They should just go out and start hunting. June meanwhile has 1 AK, and then Al-Qaeda and Beaver. I feel like even if you give Combo the plant, there is still more room for you guys to muck around, right? So Beaver's the only one that hasn't got a gun just yet, and God bless him, he's going to quickly try to shut out a possible plan to provide our info. But in the meantime, Combo here, he's going to be given that room. There is the plant, and here comes the 3-man collapse. Eventually, June's going to be the first one to get up to this one, and he shows first, but he is going to win over Combo. So look at that, all of a sudden, guns, guns, guns.
Guns for days. They are going to be able to bring the energy up here, get the defusal through. So they're going to be happy with that. And let's see if they can continue to bring up vibes heading into round number 6. At the conclusion of this one here, they're going to be happy as it can be. Good to see some of these sprays coming through in the server there. Big support for their favorite global teams, and eager to see how they play as a team themselves now into this 6th round, because UNSW, they've still got plenty of weapons, plenty of utility to play with here, and potentially more on the way. But let's jump right into it, Emp. Both teams going to be facing each other off. T is slow and steady towards outers, but they're ready for what's to come.
Yeah, Attila takes out Juan. That's actually really decent. It means that there is a ton of firepower. Al-Qaeda, meanwhile, on the org, might be just getting a little bit more advantage here. Meanwhile, Cross trying to see if he can do his diligence, and Al-Qaeda, just as I was saying, you know, making that orc just work into here. Nice cover fire provider, UOM. They're going to cover all the angles. And finally, we have some form of a response, and it's just going to be up to Agent. The man has been, oh, just missed Attila here. Does do a little bit of a bullet, but the thing is, no one from UOM is going to eventually come out to meet him. It's more than a minute. He doesn't have any control. No bomb, nothing inside. Maybe he will try to get a trade, but I don't like his chances. Either way, UOM, they are going to be sticking this one. There is going to be the chase up. Eventually, Luke 1G is first one up, does spot him and takes him out. This is a very clean fight from UOM. The defense is good.
It's good. It's great, Imp. And they will be able to nimbly navigate their way to a second round there. And looking to see if they can find potentially a few more on the way here. As they jump in around 7 now. T Economy not in the greatest position, but they do still have enough to try and bump themselves up onto a side or two here. They're looking to take it pretty slow though, trading out a util in this one, but now they're ready to face off against these CTs, patiently clearing these angles. The CTs are ready for whatever might lay in their way.
You do want to make a massive commitment right here. If you, oh, okay, I do see it. Just as I say it, Al-Qaeda does come out, makes that commitment, and gives. I guess there is gonna be just a little bit more, offering 3-3 here. Attila is being spotted. I mean, most likely he can hold on to a June. Gotta be careful. Fighting through Swarm might just find Cross here. Does he know? He does know. Takes him out instantly with a headshot, but not respecting the possibility of more players from UOM to be backing this one up. Just under a minute to go. Cross eventually trying to open this one up. I don't like the position because they're so far apart from each other. If Attila finds a primary shutdown here, there is no more play to be made. There's not enough timing. They do find Cross. Yeah, he cannot go down. He has the bomb, so there is going to be the backup. Attila is down, and they are desperate, trying to make this one count. UOM is up to Beaver. He needs to guess correctly. Sees that first one. Keeps his down. Cross is low. He's going to throw the utilities finally. And I don't think he's going to get an ability to just get this one. But he says, hang on a second. One needs a headshot.
Oh my gosh. Headshot comes through there, and it will be UNSW up and ahead. So there you go, Imp. I thought maybe UOM might have more rounds in them at that point, but not yet. Could be more around the corner, though, before the end of the half. But you never know. You never know. But what you do know is it's util time. Coming out for UNSW here. Going to be trying to pop themselves up towards one side or the other. Trying to clear out those angles here. Good on outers to provide ample coverage. The CTs have a lot of focus towards that side of the map, though, so the Ts have to be very careful if they want to try and approach through that one. But there's still other avenues to worry about. Trophy room here could be the avenue that Beaver is most likely to shut them down immediately. But speaking of shutdowns, they're already on for trades and then some, and looking for more. Beaver, a little bit too keen, will be punished out.
Oh, June. Unnecessary wiggle right there. Was thinking that they weren't really going to be coming, but all of a sudden, there is just going to be the players galore jumping into the side. UNSW, they are really locking this one. Look, my jeez. Oh my god, I can't believe he won that one, but he is going to be checked out instead. Rather low here. He's trying to make it in, but that flash is not going to be working out, and all of nowhere, Attila with that AWP. He's going to try to maybe see something, and he's going to be spotted instead. That AWP, I don't think he's going to be able to put into too much of an effect. He does have a kit. I mean, in this second, he's trying to force the player out, and that's going to be fine. The rest of UNSW, they can play off it, and they're going to keep on playing until they can deny this gun. You can see just how much they're willing to do it. One says, give me that AWP. This is my weapon. This is what I do. And all of a sudden, they are going to complete their side.
Yeah, this is what I do. I shoot at you, and they will be able to get many a shot through, taking away round number 6 in their favor. And Let's see if they're going to be tracking through for more here. UOM, they've still blessed to the timeline. They've still got money in the bank to get out those weapons there. AWP in hand, M4s as well. But what I'm most interested in is the XM on Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda hasn't found a kill themselves, but their teammates certainly have delivered, putting UNSW on the back foot even more so. But the trades are still there. But how long can they really last? Agent on 23 HP and has players to worry about. Could be a large-scale issue, but not for long. Oh, Beaver does find it around the back, and they will be able to steal around back. So 3-6 now, looking good for UOM.
Yeah, just 3 more like that, UOM. Like, once you stop playing like that, you don't have to think about anything else. I feel like you have a lot more success with it. The org has worked out quite well, so when Al-Qaeda does trade himself up again, it might just be the weapon to go back into. But meanwhile, you know, it's a very firm and very tight wallet on their side. UOM, I guess it's going to be the same thing. There is going to be 1 AK left onto Cross. They are going to try to further this one. Look, Cheese might just be staring at all of them. Yes, he is, and he finds 2 kills. Trying to angle for the 3rd, but it's not going to be working out. So 1 gun's going to be donated in the meantime. Not really going to be doing too much. 1 gets taken out. It's a 2v4 combo. Meanwhile, oh, it is going to be gunned down inside, and it's going to just be Agent now. Agent, once again, it's a 1v4. His chances, very slim. But does he care? No, he says, I'm special and I am very, very good at this. So, Agent slowly walks through this. Maybe he's just going to be looking for an angle or something. I don't know how he made it to the site, but I guess because of the loosely played over the rhythm from UOM, he's going to be able to make a plant at least. It's going to be worthy for a round, but still, UOM, they are going to win.
They are going to win, and they're going to be happy to do just that as well, my man. But let's see what else they are going to do. Oh, XM's gone. That's sad to see. Sad to see. But you know what? I'm happy to see more round wins for UOM here because I love close and competitive matches. And let's see how things go down into round number 11 now. 2 more rounds to go. UOM, time to put on a show if you want to tie things up. Or UNSW, time to take at least 1 more if you want to gain the lead and win the half. And let's see who is going to be able to do it.
Yeah, look, Al-Qaeda, he has heard us. It is back. XM, baby. He says if it works, never change. In the meantime, I guess UNSW, they are going to play a little bit more traditional to their style. Got to be a little bit more careful and respectful to UOM because they were able to come out and then go back in and tuck himself back into this defense. So, descending down secret, I guess it's one of the more better ways to play for now. But Agent gets taken down from Look on G's. I'm a little bit perplexed about that kind of a play, but Gibbs does find the revenge. And this should be everything that UOM needs, right? This is all the info that they need to be playing around with, and they're gonna pop out. Gibbs not looking in the right direction. I mean, he is looking in the direction, but that cursor was not on it, so no aim to be played. Juan slowly waiting, seeing maybe there's gonna be a little bit more, and he just might be given that situation safe by the smoke. There is not gonna be any more further plays just yet. Meanwhile, UOM 1-man advantage. Can they hold?
Can they hold or will they fold is going to be the big challenge here. As they take it nice and slow up the vents. Are going to be scoped out by the player Attila holding right next to it. But I mean, if the timing's right, they might be able to overwhelm here. Oh, that's going to be heard. Oh, no. Oh, what are they doing? What are they doing, Imp? Oh my gosh, I thought they were going to go for the no-scope. They pull the knife out, and now that's thrown away the sight. I don't know what's going on here, Amp, but they might have single-handedly cost their team the round. Maybe not, though. Luke 1Gs does recover it, but wow. Attila really could have cost them there. It's great to see that UOM managed to redeem themselves, but holy moly, Amp, they almost fumbled the bag.
Yeah, if you put the camera on me there, I was ready to do my, this is absolute cinema, but like, that was Yeah, that was a very yikes moment coming in. I think the nerves really popped in onto Attila in that moment. I didn't feel like he expected the situation, and he was at a loss of words on what his next action is going to be. Too many circuits was messing around, but all of a sudden, round number 12, we might just be staring at an equalizer. There's not a lot of guns or good ones on the side of Unit SW, and the limited options. Al Qaeda is not going to really offer too much. Getting a few more bullets, but this long distance duels, though, I don't really favor this coming from UM. They didn't need to be playing like this. And out of nowhere, they are just gonna clean them all up. What is happening? This last round, or even the last 2 rounds, is just devastating. Whether they are like chaotic or not, it is absolute wild, and it's gonna be Unit SW taking it out 7-5.
7-5 and ready to feel alive. So UNSW going to be good for the lead at the end of the half there. Told you that was going to be one of the possible outcomes. And they do manage to take control of it. So great stuff coming through from UNSW. And eager to see how things go down into the pistol here as well. Both teams preparing themselves for battle. And do have a Dooley City on the CT side. So I'd love to see that as well. But we'll see what the T's Util has to say about that, as they are slowly but surely, well, no, in fact, fast as ever, getting onto that A site, but I mean, they are already going to be traded out there straight into the vent drop. It's B, it's the place to be, and they lose another player in consequence. So, get the bomb plant, but get the man disadvantage.
Well, right now, UM, maybe things will just be happening. Attila, first we're gonna be the one up. Oh! Reeling headshot was looking and hearing the cues, but Cross returns it onto Jude. And where you gotta go, yeehaw! Like, I like it. Attila, though, oh my god. That was just a little bit too much. Trying to gun him down. Al Qaeda from the side is gonna be dividing it, but here comes the reload, and not enough time. And UOM, they are gonna have that first one. They will take it. It's not gonna be as bad as we thought, and UOM showing signs of life.
Signs of life and ready to take away even more rounds from their enemies. We'll see if UOM is going to be good to take some more here. They've got Mac 10s for days and P90 as well as the AK there. So good to build up a bit of cash and momentum with those ones. But we'll see if they are going to have that chance, because the CTs, they've brought up a little bit as well to try and enter the fray here. P9s for days. They've got a little bit of util, armor, you name it. They've got a bit of it, but we'll see if they are going to stay alive now. Luke 1G is ready outside a hut here, ready to engage, penetrate the site, and the CTs, they're good around this corner. They could trade off each other if they're careful enough. Speaking of, there we go. Trade comes out immediately. So, great start, but Al Qaeda already blast their way in. Gibbs, good for more, does hit the floor, and it's on for one combo. Gonna be the last one. Ooh, finds the angle, strangles it in, and maybe more. Not today. Attila says goodbye, and it's 7 for 7. Well done to UOM.
It's the P90. It's the power of P90. You pick it up to have some fun, and out of the randomness, there is going to be the equalizer here. So UOM on point to really strike a little bit more boldish play. And Al Qaeda, he's been the one to bring it in. You know, he says, give me a few shotties, give me a few P90s. I'm going to make it work. In the meantime, Unit SW, they are going to just respect this one. It's going to be an all outside duel. They said, if you do want to be coming out, maybe we can tap some heads. Wando doesn't get that opportunity. Gibbs is just going to be looking. Let's hit the sound cue, looking for the headshot pop. It's not going to be given. Huang, he was gone. Agent gets a trade at least. Nice little bit of a dink from long distance by Cross and Combo. They are just going to have to forfeit this one completely. And meanwhile, UOM players, they are just buying a little bit more time. They say, we can take any side we want. So they haven't really decided to descend into B just yet. I mean, it's a good play because UNSW has to respond.
Has to respond, has to find a way to splash out of the pond there. And we'll see if the CTs can find an exit or two here. Kraz Ready. Might get found by Jun in a second, though. Oh, timing's good. And they speed through that peak, wiping them entirely out. So, great way to get the lead here for UOM now. They are back on track, but UNSW, they're one and the same. They've got money in their hands. They've got weapons for days. They are ready to try and redeem themselves here. But we'll see what they can manage as the T's now look to confidently approach towards the lobby side of things here. And ready to go to either side.
Yeah, well, right here, Gibbs gets taken out though, but wow, look at those utility usage. Cross picks up an easy double. Both players super low. There's nothing you can do about it. In the meantime, UOM got to be respectful of this position. They know that they've had the numbers. They've had everything on UNSW for the previous few rounds. But all of a sudden, with the gun up UNSW, they are going to utilize a little bit more. Cross meanwhile, but the hot play, looking to contend against two. You can see it. Beaver and June, slowly, they might be slowing in. They are going to try to make a commitment. Juan's gone, but it's the lineup. They're both down. And it's going to be up to Attila with an AWP. I don't think it's going to be happening. But I'll tell you what, Attila, I guess if he dies in front, that AWP straight away goes into the hands of Juan. He might just be settling back in, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Respectfully enough, no further play to be made, and keep that awesome, expensive weapon.
The big, expensive weapon. Love the POV here from TwoTapTony. Big shout out to our observer. It's a lot of Tai Lu sprays there, so that's a big appreciation for Tai Lu team there. Must be big fans on the T side, I reckon. I like this angle, you know, you can see the laser focus in Attila's eyes here, just pondering these last few moments, making sure that they're ready to shut down any potential CTs coming through. Just definitely looking good. You can even see the color of their eyes there, the blue eyes, I believe, but they're going to stay alive, and that is going to be another round coming through, all tied up, 8 for 8, and they shut the gate.
Very important moment here. If UOM, if they aren't successful here, it could be very disastrous. This is a very expensive round. Still, you can see Al Qaid not able to really foot anything else. The Mac is going to be coming into play. He's going to be playing the primary, trying to maybe find an opening. Yeah, they got to be careful here. When they do trade into the main entry doors, they haven't been as successful as they would have liked. And then they might have taken, like, maybe gifts out just really quickly. But then there's just way too much right after in terms of utilities, in terms of covering fire. That's really punished them. And so, you know, as Cross, he's going to quickly park himself on top of the heart. I like the change just in case, because I think it was Huang or no, it was Cross. I was able to keep on punishing them, and now he sees the flash. He's gonna signal. Al Qaid firstly jumps in. Not much to be said, and he doesn't see anything. He just gets everything else, denies it. June, they are all gone. It is done, and it's an expensive one. So AWP picked up, gonna instantly throw it to, I believe, Juan. Yep, and there it is. And so UOM, without that economy, this could be costly.
Could be costly, could be in a bit of trouble here, and we'll see. They are going to be able to find their way out of trouble right now, Amp, as UNSW could to take a 9 here, but UOM could cut them off from 10 or 11 as a matter of fact. But let's see how this one is going to play out. Beaver, good scope towards Warehouse there. They can see one player, Agent, holding close by. Ooh, Gibbs has intel as well where Luke One Cheese is. They spotted him jumping off Annex there and looking to see if they can find them. There we go. Agent, Execution, and Al Qaid is gone as well. So 3 players remain here. Agent still giving away their position. The T's are looking to converge on this one around the corner. They garner some potential. Oh, and they are going to be shut out before they can pick the gun up. So 10 rounds going to UNSW there. And UOM now going to be back on a bye.
Yeah, I like that cover fire coming in from UNSW. They knew exactly how to play around that information, and it was pretty much textbook coming in. UOM, meanwhile, it was a round of economy. They don't really have too much to be hoping. It's just like, all right, maybe if we can get a gun, trade like 2 bodies for it, and maybe just like stack ourselves onto a site, it might be something that could have worked out. In the meantime, this is a gun round. Once again, gotta be converting as hard as they can, although they have all been given up that nade. He's gonna buy a little bit more time. They're trying to chase Combo, but Combo says, you trade me, maybe I'll do a little bit back, but he's gonna be taken out. The Mac working out in space, and Juan, that's fine, 1 kill at least, but Gibbs gets taken out, means that they need to have a little bit more response coming from UNSW, and that is such a surprise move from Al-Qaid out of nowhere. This is just one of those unhinged play coming in. He says, you get no value from me, meanwhile, I will nail you to the wall. And it's just going to be Agent, like poor Agent every single time, staring at a 1v3, 1v4 into an impossible situation to react to. But you got to give it to UOM. It was a round that they needed severely in order to bring it back, and I'm glad they did.
Me too, Amp. Very glad that they made it there, and very keen to see what they are going to be able to take from this one. There we go. Agent is in. Oh, no. I thought. But they're sent into the water and take a little dive as UOM managed to stay alive. So, one round between them now, close as ever here, and eager to see if UOM can tie it up and maybe go even further beyond. Heading into round number 20. So the shots coming through now. Nades are ready. Could set this one up to blow up like confetti, but let's see what's going to happen here, Amp, because it's only the setup phase.
And of course, Al-Qaid, P90. I think this is going to be the time. His time. Oh, no. Oh, the trigger doesn't play. It works out. 1 for the price of 2. You got to give it to Agent right there. He remained calm. And he is going to try to stop the rest of UOM advancing numbers. And now without really much info, right? Luke 1Gs, maybe he can try to get a play here, but even then, it is a very sketchy play. Attila, he is going to eventually make it in. The thing is, they so cut off. Luke 1Gs finds a kill onto Combo. It's going to be good. Oh my god, that's another angle. That is going to be Crust, but... Crust beat Attila in that one? Wasn't he descending? He was the one coming down the ladder, and bomb control is going to be given over to UNSW. And yeah, when I said they were looking to maybe just join each other and fund that play, and they found a few more kills, now I think it's not going to be happening because it's a very strict angle. Luke 1Gs gave his position away. Now he's going to be seeing Gibbs first. Look at the flames staring in front of him. Complete denial, and it's a very smart setup from UNSW, and out of nowhere, Luke 1Gs completely taken out.
Completely taken out. When in doubt, take it out, and let's see what they are going to be able to do here. We are going to be holding things down into this one. 11-9, going to be our scoreboard right now, and eager to see how things go. I'm already liking what I'm seeing, though, Amp. I can see a Dak on the board here for Al-Qaid. We haven't seen that one in ages, and very excited for what's to come here.
He's just trying to vibe. Like, give it to this man. He just needs some targets. Oh, let's go. Target number 1. Hey! Exactly what you want to be seeing. Oh. Look, you know what? He did his job. That was all we wanted to see. We wanted to see the Dak do at least 1 headshot and then just vibe around, and he provided that value. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, coming back into a 3v3. Crust makes an important play, taking out Luke 1Gs, one of the most pivotal players on the side of UOM to be dueling it out. And now, out of nowhere, UOM has to make a decision going on top of the Katia. Oh, no. It is unbelievable how June was able to recover. And I tell you what, it is going to be that positional play by Gibbs. A beautiful entry is going to guarantee it. June now for the play. Gets a tap in. But it's a 2v1 without an angle. And UNSW has 3 to close it out.
And it's going to be getting a lot closer now, Amp, isn't it? All they need is one more round here. We'll see if they are going to be able to push this one through, as it all comes down to this. Are they going to be able to manage to tap into their potential here, or will they be taken out immediately? They're certainly going to be tested in this one, but here we go. Gibbs and Co. already banging it out. Attila has found one, but no more going to be found. Attila desperately struggling about to find more, but just like that, it is all going to be over. UNSW climb up and take it away 2-0 in their favor. An incredible effort, and that will lock in their third place in the AEL University Elite Series here for CS2. Amazing stuff coming through for UNSW as we find our third placed team.
Well, I'll tell you what, UOM, I think map number 2 showed more of a flavor on what they were supposed to do. As soon as they started playing a little bit more loose and relaxed, they found a little bit more success coming here and there, and it was more contest worthy as well. But gotta give big props. I think it was Al-Qaid. It just says, you know what? Let me pull up a few orgs, which is the traditional players, and then let me do everything I wanted, and it's just working. Maybe that was the value they were given. In the meantime, it didn't stop you. Like, this is exactly what we wanted to see. Everyone ready to play, and they play it fast and beautifully. If the execution was beautiful, sometimes the surprise really did surprise them. But in the meantime, that's exactly what CS2 is all about.
That's right. It's exactly what CS2 is all about. A game full of surprises, a bag full of tricks, and always excited to see what kind of tricks all our teams are going to be able to bring out as we go through their series there. So great stuff coming through from our rosters here this evening. I think it's been incredible to see how they've been able to really step up to the plate, and take away that third place there, Emp. It's been good vibes all round.
Yeah, this is exactly what I want to see. CS2, heavy execution, fun plays, and a little bit of flavor all around. So, at the end of the day, it's a good form.
Absolutely. Speaking of good form, let's talk to someone who is in good form. It's Agent! Welcome in!
Hi guys, how we doing?
Oh, fantastic, mate. Even better now that you're here. Big congratulations to you and the team. And how are you feeling securing that third place?
Yeah, good. Happy to get it done. Thought we would, and happy to pull through.
Fair enough. Like, you guys had such an explosive start on Dust 2. Like, did you feel like you closed that one out really confidently, exactly how you envisioned?
Yeah. I mean, coming into the game, we were like, this should be an easy game. Honestly, Dust 2, I played terribly. So the team just like carried me through that game. They were just performing. After the loss last week, we were like, we cannot lose again. So we just locked in.
No, great to see, how you guys were able to come together. And I guess it was great to see you guys find a lot of confidence coming through into that first map there. Like, I know that we did have a pretty extended lead for some time, which was great. But heading into map 2, why do you think it came out to be a bit closer?
Honestly, we just haven't played Nuke together that much. And Nuke's like a map that you need to be really good chemistry-wise. And roles are a bit weird. We're not all playing preferred roles. But honestly, Nuke, we felt confident. I mean, it was a close scoreline, but I mean, at the end, when it was 9-9 or whatever it was, I don't think any of us were worried about losing the map. Vibes are good. Wasn't concerned.
Yeah, talking about vibes, like, here's one for you guys. I know, it was starting to get a little bit close, but then the UOM side had Al-Qaid constantly pulling out shotties, constantly like just having a vibe. Like, what was your general reaction?
Oh, we found it enjoyable. It was good to play against something different. It was funny. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
And I guess coming in from your perspective, yeah. I'm not sure which player it was, but how did you guys react when there was this moment when Attila was next to the vent and he had an AWP trained on one of you, and then he decided to pull his knife out and try and knife you?
I think that was me.
Yeah,
I think that was
yeah.
me.
Yeah. So
I didn't realize he had an AWP
play
out.
out.
I didn't realize that.
He was
Uh,
tracking you like this with the orb, and he was ready to no scope you.
Should have
But he
been
switched
dead.
the knife for the last. Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah.
thinking. So
I
yeah,
didn't realize.
what were
I
your
thought he
thoughts
was
going
trying to
into
knife the
that?
whole time. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize. I thought he might have come up vent or something. I didn't even know. I just turned around. As a guy with a knife. I was like, what the? I was like, okay, it's pretty funny.
Fair enough. Well, look, so speaking about how you guys went throughout this journey, like, how do you feel you guys performed in this entirety of Elite Series?
Uh, Honestly, not great. I mean, we really wanted to be in those finals that will happen later. We're really annoyed to lose last week. I just had off days. I think like 3 or 4 of us just had really bad individual days. But yeah, I mean, at least we made playoffs, made third place, so happy with that.
Yeah, definitely great to give yourselves at least a pat on the back for getting as far as you did. I think third place is still an achievement in of itself, and you guys should be proud of yourselves for how far you've come. But just got to say once again, congratulations to you and your team for making third place here. And I guess, is there anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out Gibbs for always warming up about 2 seconds before the official starts. Really appreciate that, and he's still like top frag, so appreciate it, bro. Keep doing it. Oh, and appreciate like, the whole team. The whole team's been hindered today. Kraz can only see out of one eye. Combo had to rush home to play. Hun is sick, and they all perform really well. So happy with all the boys.
Wow. Definitely going against the odds there. And yeah, no, great to see. Big shout outs to you and your team once again. Thank you for an incredible season. Best of luck in all your future endeavors, my man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for casting.
Thank you.
There you go. Great to get our players in for an interview for the last time this season here. Great stuff coming out there. And excited for what's to come heading through into the grand final. But while we get that one set up, everybody, we are going to be heading towards a quicker break here. So stay tuned. Our grand final is going to be right around the corner right after this. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Matzy and Emperor ZK here, ready for action into our grand final. But before we get into that, we got to say a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. But who else do we need to say a big thank you to?
Indomie, the noodle powder made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie Migarang will certainly brighten up your day. Try any wonderful flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Yeah, big shout out to our sponsors there. Always helping us to put on a wonderful show, and we certainly appreciate each and every one of them. So big shout out to them there. But Emp, we have a match on our hands. A match it is going to be a grand final match between UTS and UCID. Both teams winning out their semi-final matches have earned their place here in the grand final. We have our third and fourth placements locked in, with UNSW taking third and UOM on fourth, but we must lock in a first and second right now. UTS, UCID, and who's going to be representing them?
On the side of UTS, we have Coffee, KFC, Delete, Vision, and Kaze. On the side of UCID, you have Parkrang, W's, T-Master, Shoko, and LZJMJH. Both have been playing unbelievably crazy, and I tell you what, this is the one to be tuning into, the one to cap them all off, so get very excited.
Get very excited, get pumped up, everybody. It's going to be fun times ahead, but you know what? Let's see exactly what's ahead. It's Mirage banned out, Dust 2 banned out, Ancient picked out here, following by Anubis, followed by the ban on Inferno, Train, and Nuke, going to be the decider if we get there. Starting off with Old Faithful, our mutual enemy.
Yeah, I think it comes as no surprise that UCID has pivoted towards this angle. Banning off Mirage is really good for them because they've had a bit of a miss when it comes down to playing it. Ancient is their strongest map pick. Obviously, they have prepared a lot more. We have seen them play Nuke, and it was a very competent one. I think they did drop it eventually, but nevertheless, you know, they threatened quite a lot of good teams onto it, took everyone by surprise. So yes, you know, we are back into the lushy greens. We do have to weigh our way through, but it is still the grand finals between these two mega teams that's been playing their hearts out. So let's give it up to them as we start up with a pistol.
That's right. We are going to be getting it right into it, Emp. As we hold things down right now. Good shot from Kaze there, locked into it, doubling down. Let's see if they can look around for more. UTS hold it back a second longer now. Bomb goes down. Shoko down with it. Vision and Go just flowing things into fruition here. And they manage to get under control. A grand start from UTS, but UCID, they do manage to achieve their objective in the sense they've got the bomb down. So it's a nice booster. They could come into this second round with big confidence there.
Absolutely. And Kaze, you know, taking up a triple kill definitely means that he's going to be the one to provide most of the cover and support. And I believe it's a good little bit of a start for him personally because he was just angling. He knows exactly how to be reacting. And all the timing that he's been played, he is being a very great player. Meanwhile, UCID, there is 2 Max. It's just going to be playing around a few techies. They are going to try to explode into the sink. They're going to find Delete, not checking. So there is going to be trade on both sides. And UCID should be happy about it as they are trying to just quickly take the side and maybe get a plan. Oh, the lineup is not going to work out. But still a lot of damage. Cast the team side. Parkrang wants this kill and he will get it. Now up to Kaze. And Kaze finds Parkrang. It means that Shoko does have to get a bomb plant at the minimum. Meanwhile, plenty of time still left. He's just making a mad dash. Maybe he'll get the 1D. Or maybe he is just playing to muck around and say, all right, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to plant in front. And Kaze should be hearing all of this. waiting for the execution, doesn't have the angle, but knows it. There it is, and that's going to be UTS recovering.
Recovering and ready to flow into this one. A grand way to stay in control here. And UTS will be able to stroll ahead. Up at 2-0 now. USID still consistent with their bomb plants, though, so can elevate their economy once again with that one. But we'll see if they are going to be able to bring themselves into confidence heading into round 3 here. A good overview of our map picks again as well. USID picking out Ancient, UTS, and Anubis, with Nuke being the decider. So let's see exactly which way we're going to head into round 3 now as we jump in to a tactical timeout. USID making use of this nice and early. I think it's good. You know, it's an ample discussion point to come into rounds like this. Really try and give it your best to prepare yourselves, and excited to see exactly what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, I say always use it. You know, when you don't use it, it's a prime missed opportunity, especially in the beginning. When things don't favor your way and the aim is still a little bit cold, you do want to utilize and give that information back in. You said they, you know, look, they have the plant, but they weren't really able to convert much else more. It means that there is still room for a lot more improvement. Meanwhile, Parkrang has the AK, so has W. Oh wait, he's gonna. You know, there is going to be a little bit more. The Galils and the AK is all going to be here, so there is going to be that contention power. And one most important thing here is when you do buy into these rounds, you further destroy your chances at a faster comeback. So you do need to provide the value. You need to provide the result immediately. And with that kind of a given cold play, I'm not sure if that's exactly what UC wants to be banking on. Meanwhile, W is taking a little bit of damage. It's going to be okay. Gotta remember, he does have the AK. He drops it. Not gonna really have too many people to go after him to retrieve it. And in the meantime, right, there is still the rest of the squad on UC trying to maybe, hopefully, think that T Master might get an angle. And there's the boost, trying to maybe get an angle. They are checking. I guess that's cute.
Yeah, could be the cue there. And we'll see if they are going to be able to take it to the next level here. As you said, hold things down for now. Pondering outside the site here. LZ, JMJH. Perhaps pondering on it, but it will be Coffee and Kaze to deliver the first blows here. A grander start from UTS. Looking for more as well around the bend. They manage to rip them out of the server. Oh, LZ, however, keeps them alive. And it's going to be a 1v3. M4 in hand. They're not looking to get a shot out of this one. They want to bring up the vibes to an all-time high here. We'll see if Vision is going to have Vision over them and shuts it down. Headshot and slots in 3-0.
Yeah, that's a rough one right there. And just like that, you know, yes, you might have taken a few kills and you looked okay, but the rest of the economy, that doesn't really give you that confidence just yet. Meanwhile, UTS, they are, you know, not able to really keep the guns, so the bonuses don't really come out as of this stage. But the thing is, you know, you continuously delay your own gun power, it's only going to get worse and worse. So UC hasn't really played a convincing Ancient just yet onto the DST side, and it's a surprise because this is one of the most confident picks. The flash is going to be good. They is going to be able to get a lot of UTS players back in. They are trying to force the issue. Coffee is gone. Shoka paying a lot. Right there, there is going to be the trade. So both sides losing core members. But the thing is, you see, they've only got Team Master really with the gun. So he needs to provide support. Does not find it. And the rest is going to be choked out. Bomb gets dropped. And that's just the easy cleanup.
Yeah, big cleanup there. And it's going to be a very similar start, honestly, to what we saw in our third, fourth place matchup here. So curious to see if you said they're going to be able to find a way back. It's definitely been a tough challenge ahead, but we'll see if they can find a way out now as we jump into round number 5 here. And you said are ready to dive right in. Not much util, but they've got weapons. They've got willpower to boot. And they are ready to shoot their way in. Guns blazing already, though, the util managing to trickle down some damage here. More to follow. Holy moly, it's an artillery assault on this one, Amp. And they do manage to find first blood.
A bit of a yikes moment here when you are being completely heralded by every single utility that the rest of the other side is going to be throwing at you. It's a rough one, right? KFC, meanwhile, is going to get a few more players. They do want to make that commitment, trying to bait the players. Park Rain is gone. They are going to trade up. Meanwhile, 3v2, very crucial that they're going to have to get this plant down. So that's going to be it. LCJ, you see his value, and that's it. That's pretty much everything that you can be asking for this one. I don't know. Like, this is going to be guaranteeing a little bit of money, but there is not enough utilities on the board. And I get where UC is coming from. They say, all right, let's prioritize the gun. Let's get some of that firing power through. And then maybe with whatever left, we can commit and just take him by surprise. And that should have been the plan. But the thing is, UTS, they were playing very steady. And because of their wallets, they were just completely happy to be trading it out and say, okay, you know, we got more to be delaying this. And now attack timeout comes out from the UCID, and that's respectfully something that you should be doing.
Yeah, I think it's important to, you know, take control of those early. Like they did stroll into the other one earlier, pretty early on. But with that being the case, it does only leave them with one remaining. And this is only the first half, Em. So it's tough, but they need to find a way out and quick smart and need to really think about how they want to approach the rest of this one going forward. Because those pauses are very limited. But in saying that, they do have a good amount of kit behind them. They got lots of AKs, lots of util, and ready to spill some blood with it. But we'll see what they are going to be able to manage as we jump into the round. And now, util already spilling out here. CT is good to cover off the angles, but it looks like the T's focus over to another side of the map now, going A. And little do the CTs have awareness, no one's there. So this is basically a free bomb plant. CTs are forced straight onto the retake here. The gamble stack on mid as well as towards B just did not pay out.
I guess you played yourself. That's one of those cards that UTS are gonna have to be sighing over. Meanwhile, you know, I guess anything could happen, and they were overestimating exactly what's gonna be happening, but the stack was definitely read incorrectly. Now, with 2 kills being given over, this is only an exit that you can be playing for. There is no other place that you can be doing. UTS, respectfully, is going to decline the invitation as well. They say, let's just set up a little bit. UCID obviously is going to be rotating the other way back into the CT spawn. Yeah, I guess question marks should be put everywhere onto that round. I don't understand why they wanted to give that position just completely to the other side. You know, UCID really shouldn't have had any entry to it, but out of nowhere, they were surprised themselves. It was like, oh, look, you know, there's no one here. They all read into that one, and attack timeout worked. That's what they were doing. They said, if the first one didn't work, the second one surely will confuse them.
Surely confuse them. But let's see what they are going to be able to manage heading in to the next sector now. They do have opportunity to get clobbering into this one, and we'll see. They are going to be able to clobber their way through mid. Kaze, uh-oh, it's a nice present. Bit of an explosive one. Probably going to try and send that one back, but we'll see what they can deliver now. The T's are looking to push up through Donut, are smoked out here. So KFC is just stuck on the site right now, needs support desperately. Their teammates are trying to give it from the connector there. KFC, good spot. I like this trigger discipline. Oh, this is massive! Gets the double down! W's gives away their position as well. Park Rain wanting the same 2v2 situation right now. Bomb still not down though, and they've got plenty of time, but they do manage to get another kill through here. And they trade it out. Vision now. 1 player remaining. Last man standing. And the bomb is going to be down. And ready for Park Rain to hunt down.
That was some violent exchanges from both sides, making a mad scramble. You can see the communication coming in. They're all playing reactionary. They're all trying their best to find out exactly where the enemy is. In the meantime, though, this is a very interesting position. 30 seconds left. Park Rain, he doesn't want to plant here. Gotta be careful. Oh, just when you thought, you know, in any kind of situation, you try to have a guess. It was the wrong guess. And look, Park Rank had the right idea. He says, 30 seconds, I can take it to the other way. I don't need to plant here. I know there's someone that's going to be toggling in around. I don't want to guess, but unfortunately, you had the full wrap and UTS takes it in stride. And now, we fully reset into it. UC didn't overly commit to that one. They played that one really smart, even though the trigger discipline worked against them. They were able to recover doing most of the work. And in the meantime, they have to do it all over again, right? Completion from UTS is just going to be sitting right there, 6-1. But UC, they need to come up with something different. Like, they've been doing a lot of good work in there, but then UTS has been spraying trap upon trap, and that's just been working out really well.
Yeah, they've been able to activate trap after trap, haven't they? It's worked out quite magnificently, but already, again, another trap activated, trading it out here. CT's prepared as well. Ooh, do we get the delayed trade? And more vision, the fadeaway shot. Hello, coming out to play. Not again, surely not. No, not today. W's gets on the site, Molly out, and they are able to say goodnight. So, plant coming down, CT's coming from both angles, but KFC a while away. The T's could get on top of this one. Uh-oh, timing could be everything! Oh no! The flash goes out, but they're caught with the util in their hand and discarded. KFC creeping up the ramp right now. Ready and waiting. The T's peeking into the angle slowly but surely. Might get spotted here. Not quite yet. So they could bait the defuse here. Perhaps if they get the right angle, it might be good. The timing could be everything. Or the flash. They're going for it. And it doesn't work out. Unfortunate, but at least they gave it a go. You said, though, gonna be happy with that.
Yeah, you gotta try to do something right there. And although there was, the vision bait in the beginning, and that really worked out well, right after, I think it was just a little bit overly excited. And you said, you know what? Let's just collapse onto the side. We'll make it work. And yeah, it really did. Good use of utility as well. And now, finally, UC is going to send UTS into a bad economy. They are going to try to maybe play a little bit more into it. Oh no, they said we just want to come out and play. Park rank finds one. It's going to be the trade right here. Multiple members of UTS is just gone. Oh, you can see it. There he is. More damage to be sought. Going to be up to Vision. 1-on-3 against 3 AKs. I don't like his chances. Although he has been playing out of his mind. Right, Vision has had the aim game this whole time, but he's not holding an AK anymore. He's just going to be jumping up, looking for maybe a specific angle. If he gets the bomb, though, that's a different story. T-Master is the one to be carrying, and yeah, the timing is gone. He's not going to find anything. Maybe a gun. Nope, he says, nope, I don't need to get any of those guns. I'm just going to give my life for the trade. He has no kit, which means that he's just going to quickly rush out and find this. So, yeah, he might just get taken out. Oh, spots out gone. And yeah, no, that's spotting first.
Close, but not close enough. So it will be none other than UCID taking away another round here. They've started to enter a bit of a flow amp, UTS are up 6 rounds, sure, but UCID now managing to steal some back. The patience has paid off here. If they can manage to take another 3 in a row, this might actually work out quite perfectly for them. Tie it up at the halfway point and then look to ascend into the next one. But we'll see what's going to be in store for us. The A site looking to be the source of plight right now. Holy moly, Vision opens it up with a headshot there. Coffee looking to do the same. Not going to be able to get the chance, though. Good kills coming out from the UCID side here. Trying to glide onto the A site. KFC preventing them, however, holding outside. Donut, good angle. Does get a shot through, but not going to be able to shut them down just yet. Util forcing them even further back right now. A lot of damage there, but not getting on top of it as yet. Casa and Co, hello. Getting the damage again. KFC trying to flow something through, but it's just not going to happen. So, well played to UCID.
All right. That's momentum. That's money. That's everything UCID ever needed in order to make a convincing comeback into it. And so with only 2 rounds deficit, things are looking a little bit more better. And now what's the response? UTS says, give that man an orb. So KFC, gonna be looking to lock this one down. They do want to edge out a little bit more victory. And I feel like at this stage, if they do lose this round, next one, they're not going to be able to really buy as much as they need as well. And UC is going to have a commanding lead here. Meanwhile, in contention, Park Rain has an AWP as well. Trying to wallbang, both sides want to get that done. He must have taken a little bit of damage. There he is, the same old thing. They want to get up there, they want to get the boost. They want to see if they can find someone. And look, Park Rain looking at it, just going to quickly take a peek, take a shot. And in the meantime, could be dangerous for you, Sid.
Be very dangerous indeed, and they will be able to speed ahead here. Vision, rip and tear on this one, showing a lot of flair. And they do manage to shut down 4. Park Rain enters the floor, fighting 1, almost on track for more. Vision, good trickle down of shots, but they are going to be shut out here. Park Rain opting for the AK instead now. Just trying to hold back for a second. 40 seconds to go. Kaze has the exit angle. They do like to trickle through mid. AFC wanting the same. Fire coming out here. AFC knows, ready to go. And they are shut down. Park Rain, disciplined, calm, collected. And we'll see if they are going to be able to manage something more here. As the time ticks down, it's slow, it's steady. Kaze ready. They need to plant the bomb. Pressure is on for Park Rain. They have to get onto it now. They are going for it. Kaze doesn't know. And so now it's time for that retake angle.
I can't believe we're at this moment. Park Rain.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate.
That's the second time this man is like handling the fate of his team. Last man standing, trying to make a very high into the leg play just to try to save it, and then gets denied because he doesn't know what else is happening. And so, it guarantees UTS winning out the half. I guess, it was a little bit of an explosive stop, then eventually became a crawling comeback from UCID. And even though, you know, they've had some good experiences here and there, like UCID, they still need to provide a little bit more onto this final round. All eyes upon them to see if they can close it out 7-5.
Yeah, let's see if they are going to be able to do it here now, Amp. So they do jump ahead. Holding back up for a second now. You said prepared towards the A side. A good Vision over it, though, is going to be towards B for Vision. AWP shot pays off. It's all working out for UTS right now. As 2 players remain, T-Master and W's. Are they going to be able to find a way into one of these sites? The bomb, so far back towards spawn, really delays them here, but does keep the CTs on their toes, keep them guessing. The element of surprise could still be afforded to UCID.
This is one of those moments where you just send it. Looking for that magic. The master baits out 1 shot. Here comes the nade. Looking to get him out. Finds the one. Oh, has to pull it out. The pistol shooting. Doing as much as he can. Can you see? He gets the back up. All those shots to the back, just says no. The man refuses to go down. He says, have you had your Zinger box today? Because I sure have. Get those chicken and those burger in, because I'm here to stay. So we do have the switch. It is 8-4, and UTS has built a commanding lead.
Built a commanding lead there, and they are going to be demanding more rounds. And we'll see if they are going to be able to get them. As we jump into the pistol right now, UCID, a big opportunity for them. They're coming out on even footing here. And they might just be able to take a round or 2 back already. You see in mid, they're taking a lot of shots there, trying to get that player heading through towards the elbow section there. Coffee will be the one to kick things off, though. And they managed to kick it off 2-fold. So, bomb going down. CT's trying to run it around the back from CT spawn. Doing a bit of damage, but no executions yet. Kaze, though, could be on the chopping block. Do find their shots at the end somehow. Coffee actually finding it there. And they will be able to deliver 4 kills in their favor. And another round win to UTS. Oh, no, Emp. This is worst case scenario for you, Sid.
Yeah. This is exactly what you don't want to be seeing when you do start onto Ancient. UTS winning that last one. They get a dream. And just like before, it is time to follow that dream. Execute, I think. You can just do anything you like. There's a hard read coming from UC. Look at that mad scramble onto A. Yeah, there's no commitment at all from the side of UTS. They're all just trying to figure it out. They say, we don't want to be giving our guns over, but you sit as a 5-stack ready to go saying, this is the death trap. Anything come our way is not going out. And UTS is being very respectful. They are just saying, all right, something is happening. We got to be careful. And I'm a little bit scared because UTS is pivoting towards this death trap. You might just all be the really bad players. KFC, meanwhile, if he provides the cover through Donut as they're slowly covering it, oh my god, you see, they're walking forward. All 4 members is going forward. They are trying to be corroded. Park Rain is gone, but he's only 1 at this stage. And you can see Coffee making a mad run. He says, there's something wrong. I don't want to be here. The smoke also being thrown as a precautionary. Kaze sees them all. Here comes the bullets. They are all very low. And here comes the first one, the second one, the third one, and the final. It is a really funny round from UCIT, but you gotta give it up for their way. They wanted to commit to it.
They want to commit to it, and it will work out. It's them against the world here, Amp. And they are looking to bring a pure chaos into the mix here. You said need to fight desperately to pull some rounds back because UTS, they are going down a golden road right now. Someone needs to stop them. Pressure is on UCID to do just that. Big nades coming down the ramp there, though. Is already a really good start. W's position could be critical here as well. Timing could be everything. They're already losing teammates, though. W's get spotted. Oh, spots one out. Not going to be able to fight back anymore. Good trade coming out there. Team Master trying to do a bit of impact as well. Fire could be good here, forcing them back. It will. But the T's, they've already decided, let's go to a different castle. The A site is open season.
Oh man, what a play coming here. And they control mid as well. This is insane. Puck rank. Oh man. Oh, Kaze was just making sure nothing was happening and then quickly turns and still sees Park Rain's head. Takes him out. After Team Master. KFC was just admiring his gun. And so UTS, 7 rounds lead. They did not use it, putting up a lot more resistance. And look at the economy from UCIT. This is not what you want to be seeing. You don't have enough to be recovering anything into it. You have to go and fight into all the AKs in the world in the terms of delete. I mean, the man's got a Mac. He says, no worries. Let me fly around. Park Rain though, maybe just looking for the taps with the Mac 7. Maybe we can be getting something else. Yeah, let's see what's going to be happening.
Yeah, let's see what happens with the return of the Mag 7 there. Oh, Park Rain, hello. That's a good timing right there. And they might find more. Kaze getting caught out in a bad position. Uh-oh. UCID are bringing themselves back, catching those enemies deep in their web. They will be able to shoot them out. But speaking of shooting out, UTS are in a bit of a shootout themselves, holding both angles right now. UCID preparing themselves for a potential pincer maneuver here because the pressure's on UTS to get the heck out of spawn. I don't know which angle is more grim, to be honest. Like, if they get too close to Park Rain, boom shakalaka, goodbye. But same on the other side. So they do try and creep up right now. W's around the corner. Could be the sentry. Goes down. Their teammate in for the swing. Vision didn't know. AK back out. Uh-oh. And goodbye. UCID bringing it back.
What was that? I gotta put it to them. UCID, they really didn't come in with anything. The Max 7 was there, but then right afterwards, they all caught UTS by surprise, and it was just gonna be a bad time. Although they did try to get a little bit greedy and get some guns, you know, I guess I can appreciate it. UCID was desperate for the economy. They really wanted to make a little bit more of a claim. And in the meantime, You know, UTS, it's not like they're shying away from anything else. They do have the money to continuously buy into the rounds. And so, a little bit of a early molly, I think it's going to be okay. Although he does draw a little bit of fire. That nade, though, might be proving a little bit more. Nope, it's just going to be a little bit of avoidant damage. In the meantime, LZJ, quite low himself. Shoku gets taken out by KFC, and he gets a double. Now, on point, they are going to lock this one down, and multiple members being locked down by Delete. And look at Team Master and Park Kareem's health, 14 and 16. With W's onto the side, I don't think they can be playing into it. They're still an AWP on KFC. They can be playing for exits, but I highly doubt they're going to get any form of exits.
Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be too much more going in their favor with that one. We're going to be seeing the real firepower here, and it's pretty grim right now, Emp, honestly. Like, if they can't get control of this, you said probably just going to have to play for OT, and they've already got a pretty steep path ahead of them, and it only gets steeper if they can't do much in this one. So, 12th round looking to be locked down by UTS. KFC running straight into the Lion's Den right now. Good night. And it will be... Oh my god, they're trying. They're trying for it. Surely not. Nah, Kaze's there. Shuts them down, and that is the round. Well played by the T's there. And UTS get it to map point. Holy moly, Amp. What a match this has been so far.
Hey, credits where it's due. You see, they said, oh, we got an exit kill? All right, you know, maybe they have all left so quickly. Just go for it. The desperation really coming through, but at least, once again, Park Rain on the MVP maybe can provide some value, but Shoko is gone. Never mind. 3 players going down. 1, 2, 3. Well, does not get the 4th one. Team Master and LZJ eventually getting a few more. LZJ with the MVP. He's okay with it. He has been able to provide. Spot the momentum. Make sure UTS doesn't really get a quick execution. Coffee also not good for this. Oh no, it was Delete, but Coffee is good. Take that one back. They do have a sight. LZJ, no choice. Walk through the smoke and see if you can. And it's not going to be given. 13-5. UTS takes map number 1.
Yeah, they do, Amp. They take it away. Incredible stuff coming through from UTS there. Big momentum. And they are going to be feeling good, feeling confident. But, Amp, a second map is going to be a big thing to think about. I'm super duper keen to see what Anubis is going to bring right after this break. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series. Here is Matzi and Emperor ZK coming to you live with our grand final. We have seen Map 1 be executed with utmost confidence there. UTS on top. Well, no. Yes. No, UTS are on top. I had to think about that for a second. UTS are on top of the UCIT's map pick. So it's playing very similarly to how that third place matchup played, where they managed to steal away their opponent's map pick with a lot of confidence. But now we're going on to UTS's map pick on Anubis. So I'm curious if we do see a change of pace from UCIT heading into the UTS map pick here, you know, whether it's going to be a very similar series to the third place matchup in its entirety, or whether we do see a lot more confidence from UTS again.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that you have to think about. Onto your map pick, Ancient has always been the signature from UCIT, and they've been mightily strong. They've defeated pretty much every team onto this Elite Series on Ancient, and that included UTS. In the meantime, it just speaks volume. UTS has done the homework. They're able to get the payback twofold. And now onto their pick, onto Anubis. I'm pretty confident that we have enough data on UTS to play to say that they play this confidently. Now, one most important question is, because we're seeing a lot of Ancient from UCIT, we haven't seen enough of Anubis from them. So this could be a very interesting map for them. Maybe they can do very well. Maybe they have some stuff that they've already worked on it that they were just waiting for this grand finals to show off finally. And I'm ready for it because we've interviewed and spoken to Park Rain. He said, you know, we prepared a lot of spicy mix up. It's just that we prefer to play Ancient first. So give it up to them. UTS versus UCIT, both sides playing their hearts out. UTS definitely deserve to be in the grand finals, and so is UCIT, which shows so much dominance in this early game. So let's get this action.
Yeah, let's get down to business, and let's see how things are going to go right now, Emp. So we jump into the fray here. CT's preparing themselves up towards the middle section. T's one of the same. They're looking to creep right up. A Coffee and Co. ready to disrupt to the flow here as they jump straight out. Coffee's out of here. Great start from UCIT, but they're looking to push straight in towards the site right now. But the toolies are just too much. Vision just going to a shooting gallery on it. Down to a 2v2, and it's on for one. Park Rain shoots that gun and shoots it oh so well, but it's KFC trying to heap things up. Spots Park Rain, trades him. Oh! Trades him out and gets the swing shot. What a way to redeem the round there for UTS. I thought UCIT had it, but no. KFC delivers a clutch play.
Oh my god. KFC, this guy, you can tell he had his zinger box. I'm going to call that the bucket shot from now on. Like, you just see how fast he transferred himself into that 180? I was like, what is that? The man has practiced many times. Do not use it the early advantage. It says, well, you get the plant, you get everything going your way, but then here comes the Colonel, and he is able to deliver. And so, in an impressive play, look at the guns from UTS. The FAMAS galore. They say we'd rather have this into play than anything else. If you want to be pushing in, we want that power to nail you straight to the wall. UCIT, meanwhile, making a little bit of a commitment, playing around the waters. Maybe it's a flex towards A. It's, well, you know, they got plenty of utilities to split up this map and just see and maybe bait UTS into an unfavorable position. But the thing is, this buy can work out really well for UTS. And so we'll see what the judgment call is going to be for UCIT as they make their way into A.
See what they are going to be able to judge through here as they jump into it. Vision, nice double down. T's still trying to stream in though, but they are going to be caught by Coffee. Good to pincer that one in. Good to cross the streams there. And they will be able to shut them down promptly. Park Rain, last one standing. Good shot through the smoke, finds Vision. But they will be annihilated. So it's going to be 2-0 up for UTS right now. A grand start.
I think Park Rain was also just feeling himself just in case, you know. You want to walk out from the smoke? Eat some of my bullets. But UTS now unlock a little bit more. You know, this is another eco round coming from UCIT. Minus Park Rain, who's always early because his aim is just on point. In the meantime, he's got 5 kills, 2 death. It's one of those things that you just look. Vision, meanwhile, he's always been carrying on the side of UTS. Surprisingly, Shoko goes down really low, and all of a sudden, it's still just a very stark reminder that UTS remains in firm control of all the entries, and UC hasn't really gotten anything out to him. As T Master goes down, they do want to do some warbangs, but it's still 5v4.
Yeah, still going to have that man advantage, aren't they? And eager to see how they can manage to pressure that. KFC taking a lot of damage. Could be the start of something new. Oh, from downtown. Kaze, though, does lock him out. Big smoke. Oh, that's a great timing as well. Coffee spots him just outside of the site there and will be able to keep the round alive for their team. T's only got 2 players standing and really struggling to figure out where they should go here.
Right now, LZ does have that AK dropped by Puck Rain. Like, I guess in this situation, the BkWhatOCE is correct, as they've already made a commitment. There's not much more they can do. So here comes the drop. W's goes down, and the bomb's right in front of the entry. They do get the trade. LZ, he is going to give himself for the cause, which means AK goes over. Not much more else to be said. It wasn't even a round where they can really make a foothold, and they did take a little bit more time in order to gather their resources and say, all right, maybe this is the way to play. But then right after, UTS was just sitting firm in control. They don't really have to do anything else. And here comes the bonus. You see, drop this one. It could be worse. But UTS, it remained in a contention to extend the lead.
That's right, they're in contention and ready to get an extension onto this one. Holy moly. UTS delete them out of the map to start here. So, a grand beginning. And UCID struggling to find their way through towards the end here. We'll see if they are going to be a good for more. As they hold it back for a second, creeping up mid slowly, surely. Oh, they know Vision's around the corner. Trying to get some shots through there. Good to creep back around that pillar. Kaze with that awareness peeks in. BkWhatOCE, I see you, and the trades come out. Coffee going to be favored there. T-Master going to be the last one standing. Goes down in a second. Vision, good to end it. It will be a 4th round locked and loaded for UTS there. Pressed against the wall. UCID, they need to find a way to rise up, or they are going to fall.
Well, it's a rough time. There's that tack. You do need to call it. You see it. I guess this is a situation where you really got to consider what you want to be parking into the ball court. No plant is the worst thing that could happen when you're on a losing streak, because it doesn't really guarantee you to have any more further resources to go in unless you decide to just go full on eco out, and maybe then you can bring out the AWP. In the meantime, we're not going to be seeing that. So here comes the economy game, right? You're down 4 rounds, no plants. You don't have control in water. Once you do, you're still running out for time. You're still divided on, all right, where do we go? Because UTS, they don't want to poke out anywhere else but mid, right? We haven't really seen them commanding of the lead over water. They say, all right, let's give it a little bit more room, but if we do want to play it, we can. Meanwhile, Coffee with the AWP, looking to maybe surprise them. This drop could be serious for them as well. And UCID, it's a lot of situational powers. You see, you got no control over water, so you don't want to overcommit. Then you want to play for that mid, where it's just a death trap. So it's a big, big problem for them to try to clear.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge problem, isn't it? And they have to figure out a way to get past that problem. Overcome this obstacle, otherwise you're going to be in for a world of pain. Speaking of pain, Vision being a lot of pain. What an angle. Traded out immediately, but still catching them off guard. Same can be said of Kaze. Poor Park Rain dropping down and will be kept off track. But what is on track is the bomb is still down in mid here. The T's left it there, so this allows ample time for our CTs to get back over towards the site. But with that being said, the T's are now thinking about going to the complete opposite side of the map, which has really shifted the CTs unnecessarily and worked out fantastically here for the T's.
Oh, wait a second. It's all a ruse. Every one of these plays that UC has been playing, they've been going crazy. Oh, baited out, Kaze. Being spotted 1 on 2. Gets a trade. He's pretty good. Gotta be careful from behind them. LZJ gonna get himself tucked away as well. No one really checking his position. LZJ looking, though the lineup was good, but Coffee and Delete just played that better. They recovered the round, and in something of a shootout in the beginning, a nice plan from UCID was just thwarted by UTS, and you got a few for them. They threw everything they had at it. At least they get a plant. And UTS, they are showing why this is their map pick and why they are here to stay.
They sure are. They're showing the utmost confidence here and eager to see exactly what is going to come of this one. Who will be able to press on ahead here? As we press in to round number 6 now. UCID pressure's on to deliver a result. You two are going to be in hand, ready to try and cut them off as soon as possible. And we'll see if they are going to be able to do just that now as they head into the fray here. Kaze, good to cut off the connector side of things, but we've still got Plat to worry about on the site there. It's KFC. Hold strong. Big nade downtown onto LZ there. Does manage to do a major chunk of damage. And speaking of damage, Kaze finds an opening through the smoke. Park Rain's down. It's a great opening. And Delete is seeking out a second. As soon as this smoke goes down, it's one side or the other. Someone's going to get shot here. I like the distraction from mid as well. They're really trying to divert the attention. So Delete comes uncontested here. And here we go. Shot comes out. Delete going to be able to find one. Traded out though. Vision gets annihilated. So it does not work out in the slightest here and gives the T's an in.
It was a cute idea. Cute idea from UTS where they're feeling a little bit confident. But right now it's going to just blow up in their face. KFC going to be taken down. Oh, what a check onto Coffee. Both players on UCID, they say, we're not going to do anything else. We're going to bait you in instead. And yeah, Kaze, he's just going to be standing there, well, crouching there. And, oh, could have been the lineup, but one he will take. And that one is going to be given over to Park Rain. Give it to him. The man has been starving. They finally put one onto the board. They desperately need a little bit more control to get the map going into their favor. And UTS now finally pulled back into it. Everything that they thought has not been bad. It's just that the last few rounds, you can see UCID really making a few different decisions that's taken them for a ride. And so, let's go. Round number 7. Will we see more of UCID?
That's going to be the big question, isn't it? Will we see more of UCID or will we see more UTS? As they are holding each other back at the moment. Team Master taking a slither of damage there. CT is pushing up very aggressively here, putting a bit of fire between them. Does allow Vision to creep up mid as well. Could be huge if they can find the timing, find the angle. Speaking of, Vision creeps up, doubles down on it. The T's forced back. Kaze delivers as well. The T's now in a very precarious situation. Carrier trying to creep back, but the bomb is down. LZ's position given away in connector as well. The CTs just need to gather around the bomb, hold down these defensive angles here, and see if they can strangle something else out. LZ is trying to creep out of the site as well, but it just ain't happening. Smoke comes down, CTs have got the crossfire, and they don't even need to work together. Vision does it all on their lonesome, and sets up round 6.
I didn't think UTS was gonna come out from the side and say, we're gonna take a page out of your playbook from that last round, and we're just gonna execute it. It's a really good attempt, and they worked really well. You see, completely taken by surprise. Nothing really given over to them as well, and it was just a ton of distraction provided in the beginning. In the meantime, it's still gonna be that 4-1 by power. Park Ray gonna be a little bit sore on it. Meanwhile, Coffee, this AWP, I swear, when you're playing against a CT side that gets the CT going on Anubis, you just can't touch that water. It means that your only entrance is either hard force the side or quickly contest for mid. And in this situation, you gotta feel for UCID. They're on a utility, trying their best to make something work. It's just not sticking, as all 5 members are gonna go through into the mid, trying to break the side open. Vision gonna be waiting with a fire. He flashed out, gets taken out. the nades and the fire welcomes them in. The trade is still going to be on the side of UTS, but at least they will give a little bit of room to UC. They haven't really got the bomb yet, so they can't really plant. So this could work against them.
Could be quite problematic, couldn't it, Amband? See what they are going to be able to achieve here. Kaze ready to heave themselves in. Good opening, and they double down. Parker Rain going to be able to drain it out. I like the positioning as well from W's, but it doesn't even matter. Parker Rain going to be able to do it all by themselves. Puts the enemies on the shelf and gets the job done.
I think this is the second time we saw UCID when they finally have the site. Their defense is pretty impeccable. It's like, you want to retake the site? That's not going to be happening. We have two players just readying up. Maybe you go for the trade. Maybe you can get something done by the end of the day. You know, the objective is going to be quite clear. And so, maybe a 5-stack. Maybe something that they can work towards, because, you know, this is sort of an eco round onto UTS. You know, they do have some guns, but nothing to really be spilling into it. No control into water. And it looks like we have go. Here comes the side push.
Here it comes. Here we go. Let's see which way they're going to go as we manage to get into the flow here. He's pushing straight up on the plat. Into gear they are, and will be able to tear things up. A steering course and ready for more. As they manage to correct the course now, CTs are going to be able to cut them out, and we'll find victory in this round and now in this half, as they've secured 7 in their favor.
I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe it. There was just too much pressure coming in UTS. They say, all right, you have control, we're gonna give it to you. In the meantime, because you took too long, we are gonna just quickly take the site away from behind. Like, it was a complete route around, and they said, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Meanwhile, it's a rather sore round for UC to be losing. They know they shouldn't be losing it, but because it happened, it puts them in so much of a difference here, and the Maker vision has been holding them strong. Sometimes it's a little bit in the wrong way, but most of the time it's good coffee. Goes down to 4. A Vision is behind them. Look at the spray and pray. He is going to provide a little bit of value. 2 of them, in fact. And he's going to check their res. He knows where all of them are. And UCID has no choice but to turn back.
No choice at all there. And let's see if turning back works out for them. KFC is holding it down right now. Might actually be able to catch one of them if they're lucky. Speaking of catch, all are going to be caught. E-Master's position now given away on the stairs as well. They tear a path forward though, but it's not going to be enough, because all CTs, all hands on deck, and send them packing into an 8th round there. UTS up ahead. 2 more to go here. UCID 2 more chances, and they are in quite a uncomfortable position. Forced into a tactical timeout now, ready to consider their options as they look to buy up whatever they can. Armor, bit of pistols, util here, not looking too shabby. Ooh, even AKs. They're fully committing to this one, and they're keen. See if that keenness is going to be enough to help them.
We really, man, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling to find the words to come out. In Anubis, rarely will you see a T side just go in and be put down to 6 rounds, right? T usually loves playing into Anubis, usually love to have that early excitement, get all the angles, and just be super aggressive. And it leaves up for UTS, like onto the CT side, to react. Usually that's what's supposed to happen. But right now you see UTS, this is the map pick. They practice exactly what to be doing. They're shutting out pretty much everything UC's got at them. Sometimes, you know, things are a little bit questionable. Oh, that nade, he's not going to find the value. D-Leak is taken out. It's a quick one. And finally, UCID, they are here to play. They are here to quickly get the plan. No one from UTS can react to it. And yes, you're going to be pretty good at it. Coffee is going to be just looking at staring at a little bit of connector. Maybe there is going to be a form of a play. But 4 members of UCID is checking it out. I don't think this is a recoverable round. And finally, UCID puts another one back in. And good on them for taking it, because I did not think they were going to just quick stack into B, especially with the way that they were playing. KFC being taken out as well just means that, you know, this further solidifies.
Further solidifies, furthers their resolve here and ready to try their best and press up into the fray. We'll see if UCID are going to be ready to play in to round 12 now. They do manage to carry themselves with confidence there. May yet have another chance at it. Heading in to the round ahead of us here. As we do have UTS on a bit of a back foot, but they are still able to buy up most weapons here. The only one suffering really is Delete with a Deagle. Everyone else looking pretty solid. But for how long? We wait things out. A big nade down mid, but it does cost them, going a bit too overzealous, and they will be punished. So, a much more open path for our T's now. They are going to take it.
All right, it's a good smoke. Park Rain, meanwhile, gives his position away, takes a chunk of damage, and Coffee takes him out. And there is going to be a Coffee and KFC, both doing work. KFC taking a ton of damage in the meantime. But the thing is, Kaze, oh, barely does not see it. But here comes the lineup. He's going to try to pre into it. He's taken out. Oh, wow. 5 and 7 health. The Elite, first one up. He's going to go for it's going to get traded. It's still doable. I still believe UCID still have some more things to say about this round number 12. But you know what? UTS, they've been guessing right. And it's just going to be that one little bit of play. Look at how fast KFC is playing this. He's scanning the areas. He's scanning to see what else is happening. He does have a kit. He'll be playing. And LZJ is going to reroute all the way to the swarm. Here comes the smoke. Gets the tap. LZ instantly jumps. Gets a few. Oh, the return fire also doesn't work. So here comes another smoke at the flash. Oh, he's doing it. He's done it. Oh, wait, no, he did it. He did it. He got denied.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it, Amp. They've managed to get so close, yet so far there. So it's going to be UCID taking that one 4-8 at the side switch. Definitely going to be happy with that for the UCID side. You know, definitely good to get as many rounds as you can. But still, if UTS manage to pick things up here into the second half, it could be a plethora of problems waiting to greet them here. And we'll see what is going to be on its way through right now as we jump straight back into the fray now. It's time to get down to business into the pistol, and UTS are going straight towards site. Bit of fire in their way. They don't care. They're jumping over it, jumping through it. And the CTs are ready and waiting on the pillars on site. No one goes down until now. Park Rain's out of here. More could follow. LZ goes. Going to still be one on top of things, though. W's trying to find the angle. Gets punished by Coffee. Burnt alive. Shoko caught out as well. Trying to press in just towards the exit side there. We'll see if they are going to be able to get them. Vision. Good taps through there. Playing a little game of peekaboo. And they will see you. So 9 rounds now locked in for UTS. And this is not good for UCID.
This is the worst case scenario once again presented to UCID. When you have the explosive beginning from the T side, most of the maps is not really going to guarantee you that really aggressive entry. None of it. In fact, maybe just Nuke might give you that early edge, but right after it's going to be robbed away. And it's just like that, UTS has Anubis. This is their map pick. They have the beginning. They got a plan. They've got AKs in their hands, ready to be spraying and praying. 5-stack defense comes through from UCID, and there's not enough to keep the like-minded UTS to anything else. They are gonna try to go through. Oh my god! Coffee and Kaze, they just execute 4 of them. Puck Rain is gonna be staring. He has been sorted. They want to get more kills. Look at the people. Vision jumping through with the Mac. It goes, give me the action. 10-4 now.
10-4. And they open the door for another round. UCID trying to pick up weapons here, trying to hit the ground running. We'll see if they are going to be gunning ahead for another in this one. As they have a decent amount of util in this. Not an overly significant amount, but it's still enough to try and fend things off here. Good smoke down connector from the T's there, and it is the opener coming both ways for you, Sid. So they do manage to start off strong. Are they going to be able to keep that up, though? That's going to be truly tested here. As they hold back a while longer now. Pondering on their angles, KFC. Uh-oh, not looking for that one. It does get ripped out. So, UTS just coming unwound at the moment.
Coffee. 1 kill. And W's was waiting and marking that one. It's gonna have to be Vision. 1 on 4. The chances are quite slim. He is gonna walk through into CT. Yeah, this is just gonna be a round that he doesn't really want to do anything with. Maybe they will look to scout him out. It could be an expensive endeavor. But yeah, in the meantime, there was a little bit of a funky one coming in. UTS not really checking a little bit more for the play in general. They're just doing their homework. They're saying, all right, check this corner, check that corner, do this, do that with the timing, and they got picked apart by USID. So with this offbeat manner, maybe it was just something that they need. Oh my god. They made it to the site. Lose the AK and just go for it. Yeah, all right, there it is. He gets the trade. Job's done for UTS in a round that they should even got on a plan. At least it happened, and USID, I guess they will have to accept.
Yeah, just going to have to accept it as it is, aren't they? And it's going to be a round going the way of USID. So, good to see that they are going to be able to push ahead on this one, but there's still 5 more rounds between both of these rosters here, and we'll see if they are going to be good for more in a minute here. As we jump back into the freeze time, and we are going to be ready to activate in a moment, or not, as it is tactical timeout time. So, you said, looking to ponder on some of these moments here, try and see if they can formulate a final strategy. They do not want to lose any more rounds. They know what that looks like. They saw it in map 1. They need to figure out how to redeem this game.
Yeah, this I can respect it. You see, it definitely had the rough one handed to them all night. A lot of things that they were trying to commit to was taken away. They got robbed. Lots of good rounds where they should be claiming instead. And so I think if they want to make a comeback, they need to immediately give Park Rang an AWP to enable him to provide more value into the defense. And that should be coming online within the next 2-3 rounds maximum. But then again, you know, UTS, if you give him 2-3 rounds, the game's over, right? So it's in a precarious situation where Park Rang, he just gets deleted. And it's such a rough one for him. He needs to pick up some more slack for the rest of his team and to provide that value. But since it's those kind of plays that really hurt him, it's also rough. And I guess Vision KFC was a little bit more rougher. Although they are very low, it's going to be more of a trade. Okay, in a 1 or 2 situation, Kaze doesn't know where LZ is. He knows where W's is. LZ walking through the smoke. Oh, gets headshotted. The bomb is still secured. It is absolutely a life for UTS. And look at that timing. He says, no worries. This is going to be a plant. I don't have to do anything else. You come to me. I make the decisions. And now you sit. It's a prime time opportunity for them to try to guess correctly. And I feel sickened by it because it's just too many times that UTS has committed this to them.
Absolutely. Too many times. And it's going to be another time ahead of us now. W's taking it very slow right now. Like, I don't think they even have a kit here, so they have to go for it now or never. And it looks like it's going to be never in a second. Like, they're trying to clear the site, but Kaze is in such a nice tucked away angle that they don't even get a chance. And W's realizes this, so they are going to be running it out, keep themselves alive, keep that AK armor, a little bit of util they have, and live to fight another day. But for UTS, this means they are going to be one step closer towards being our champion. We'll see if they are going to be able to make it. All they need is 2 more rounds now. You said need to figure out a way to get out of this situation. Don't succumb to the pressure here and try to live on.
Gotta move on. Gotta keep it rolling. If you string 2 rounds in a row, you should be good to make a little bit more. In the meantime, UTS definitely picking up the momentum. Look at how much mid control that they want to be buying themselves. And in the meantime, Park Rang walking forward gets tagged. Oh no, he gets tagged by Cousin. And it's just completely life gone, lights out. While they were greeting for this information and map control, it's hurt them really badly. Meanwhile, Coffee got over eager, trying to see if there's going to be 1 or 2 defenders. That's confirmed this. And UTS made that into the mid. I don't know about this angle. T-Master for the spring. Nope, he's going to be traded. It's going to be in favor for UTS as they are going to make it in. LZ is going to equalize. They are very separated. But the thing is, look at the bomb. Vision is nowhere near them. And KFC, if he trades 1, mission is complete.
Mission is complete. Exactly right. If they are going to be able to do that there. And we'll see what is going to be on the cards for them here. Amp 2v2 situation. CT is trying to press up. KFC cuts him out. A nice rotation as well. Oh, gonna be able to run it back. Holy moly, fire coming out. But they will get caught on the other angle. Unfortunate for KFC, but now Vision knows exactly where LZ's going to be approaching from. Is it going to be left or right? Is the timing going to be good? Oh, they're baiting it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was scary. But Vision's angle works out perfectly for them. The pillar of a light.
The man's been living true to his name. I have vision, you do not. The more you try to play into this, the more you play into my game. And right now, this is an unbelievable side. UTS, they have 7 to take it. Anubis, they are looking to take home the ultimate prize as they are going to stack into the side. Kaza jumps in with delete. They're going to try to get a little bit more spray. Both is running out of bullets, but Shoko's going to be okay with W's. And KFC by himself, he is going to find a kill, but he gets nailed to the wall. What a quick round. And UTS thought they had him by surprise with a quick stack. He blew up in their face.
It absolutely did, and it blew up in their face and cleared a hell of a lot of space there. And we'll see what they are going to be able to mix up heading in to this next one now. As we do have another round ahead of us, another opportunity for both of these teams to get amped up and good to go. But let's see how you said approach this one. UTS going to be in a bit of a situation right here, but they are gearing up to get straight onto the site, looking to clear left, right, good night. A is ready. The W's is ready as well. Manages to spray them down and gets away with it there. But that could have been a lot rougher than what we might have thought. At least for now, though. Vision going to be the last one standing closer to the connector. Creeping up slowly but certainly. The timing going to be everything. They do find T-Master. They will be blasted away. So 7th round locked in for you, Sid, and good to shut down UTS's pistols.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, 2 quick rounds. Looking to be at the 3rd quick round. And UTS doesn't really have money, right? They're just going to be throwing round after round to completely commit into it. UCIT has had a very good response game, so this is not too bad. And they can definitely lock down number 8 if nothing silly happens. And they are just playing onto the reactionary. Meanwhile, oh, Vision was looking. Does not get the tap, but Park Rain finishes Coffee, which is going to be quite good. Park Rain sees this, quickly puts the flashbang out. Doesn't want to be playing into anything silly. KFC, meanwhile, is going to be pushing in. It's going to beat the flames, burning him up. KFC, oh my god, he's going to be saved by delete. And that puts things into an awkward position. You lose control of the whole water here. And no one's really outside to provide any more additional info, although UTS does not have anything else to commit to. They can completely play into a collapsible position like they've been doing and force things out. And W's does find a little bit of damage to Kaze.
Good to find the damage and good to try and get the exchange here. But they are going to be prearranged. They're taking out UCID. Good to drain out even more players, leaving it all up to Vision and Kaze now. Vision could have timing here. Shoko around the corner. Shadow spotted. Gets it down. That's a good redeeming shot there. Picking up the M4. They can look to go for more. But if Kaze comms this over, this actually could be a plant in order for the T's here. Provided Vision doesn't get spotted, they do have open season onto the A side. CTs are around towards more the B side of things. So this is going to be a good way to advance your economy.
I can't believe that just happened. I mean, it's a complete robust play coming in, and UCID is like, they're trying to play the reaction. Oh, find the kill. That's going to be something. And now Subdivision 1-on-2. He is into the smoke, and he drops down. Oh my god. What a play right there. It is safe, and it's gonna be UCID
Holding strong, holding on for dear life. UCID bring it all the way back. A very impressive comeback in that round from UTS, but UCID, they managed to run it back in the end there. They are going to be keeping themselves into the fray, into this matchup. And let's see if they can do it all over again for at least 4 more rounds. Will we see OT? Will we see game, set, and match? It's all or nothing in this one, Ev, and already UTS are taking a bit of damage. Good from the UTIL on the UCID side. Park Rain prepared outside the A side here. Might get one down, but no, LZ goes down at first. Kaze waiting as well. The lead are going to be following suit. Park Rain prepared. Puts down the UTIL there, making sure the T's can't follow them onto the side. And the rest of the T's, they're thinking about B instead.
Yeah, and this is exactly what UCID is thinking. They have the complete AWP right there, right? Give Park Rain an AWP, and that's what's going to be the provide. And so, this is a problem. Before we were staring at 12-7, 12-5, you know, UTS had many rounds that they can play around with, but right now I think they played a little bit too much, and things are being brought back by UCID, and they are looking very strong. Now, possible scenario is obviously UTS is going to be waiting. They have the guns, and they need to be pushing out in this 3v4. Oh my god. It should have been a trade, but it's still going to be traded, and UC should be very thankful as they have made it into the site. There is going to be the final players from UTS providing the bomb plant. And what else do we have?
What else do we have? Well, we've got guns on backs, and players are ready to try and stack it up for the retake. Pressing up from CT spawn right now. This angle could be good around the smoke as they hold the pillar right there. KFC prepared and connected as well. Good spot there. Don't get manage more, but they will be able to shut the door on one. Almost the second. Park Rain, a 1v1 situation. Such low HP. Park Rain doesn't know. They're not turning around here. They're sticking it out, and just like that, UTS take it away. They are our champions of the AEL University Elite Series.
Oh man, what a crazy back and forward swing game in the end, where we just saw UC trying to put it in, but at the end of the day, UTS are the premier. They're the ones that to dictate how tonight was going to be played out. The pacing was great, and they had a lot of fun. So congratulations to UTS.
Big congratulations to UTS there. They have managed to go all the way, managed to push on in the end and hold strong. No OT allowed. It is all gonna be UTS taking it through. So, both series ending in 2-0s there. I'm very impressed with how everyone's been playing tonight. These were some fantastic games, and you absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, fantastic plays. And the showing is also really good as well. You can tell just why both teams deserve to be here tonight. You know, we had a very impressive run from UCIT where they started the season absolutely dominating. They had, I think it went up to 4-0 or 5-0. Eventually started be competitive against other guys. And then right after, when they took 2-0 over UNSW, who, earlier today on played, and you saw how strong the side of UNSW was, right? And as highlighted by them, they might have had a rather, off day when it comes down to it, but still stay true to how UC was committing to them. They have so much things to be given. They've committed to the training. The team has come together, and then they brought it all the way to UTS. Now, first map, it definitely didn't look like the regular Ancient that we saw from UC. But then right after that, because of some throwaway rounds from UTS, thinking on Anubis that, it could be an easy win coming through, you saw UC explode as one to provide so much more sharp angles and to just tell them and remind them, hang on a second, we are not done. So that definitely pulled UTS back into a check. And so, yeah, that's all the glory that we've been given for tonight.
Absolutely, all the glory that we've been given and all the great stuff that's going to be on its way through here. But you know what else is on its way through right now? And we've got a stellar player. We've got KFC!
Hello, hello. What's up, guys?
All is up, my man. Everything's up. I'm just pumped up after a hell of a match from you guys. Got to say, a big congratulations on becoming our champions. And how are you feeling after an incredible grand final and a stellar season?
I mean, yeah, it feels pretty good to win. We won pretty convincingly. I did call it when my first game I played. Just want to point that out. But GG's to you, Sid. They played pretty well. Yeah, it was a good season overall.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about a really great night for you guys, run me through how you guys went through with Ancient, because we all know that UC had a very scary Ancient. But when they played against you, it felt like you guys just did all the homework on them. Like, how was that played out?
Yeah, we knew Ancient was their best map, so we're prepared for anything. Like, whatever they were doing, we're just thinking, alright, we're going to counter this. We knew they were forcing every round, which is a bit odd. So we just kept, like, changing it up, pushing A main some rounds, pushing B, catching them off guard, really.
Yeah, definitely great to see some moments like that. Like, I definitely enjoyed to see a lot of the confidence coming through from you guys pretty much through the whole series. But I guess playing into that second map there, I did feel that, they were able to get a few more rounds than what we saw in that first one. And I guess, why did it come a bit closer in Anubis?
Honestly, we just started messing around. It's like we were calling shots and setups every round, then we're just like, hey, let's just do whatever we want. And on T side, we did choke a few rounds. I mean, Vision had a whiff one round. But yeah, we had the game in control the whole time.
Fair enough. And hey, talking about Vision, the man has been solidly going around making sure no one else can play against him. How was his mindset? Like, how was he communicating? Was he just like, leave it to me, guys, I got this?
Yeah, Vision was playing great. He made good calls every round. He's telling us or giving us ideas of strats. Yeah, he played great, honestly. Shout out to all my teammates. They all played good. Even the ones that didn't play, BK and Mosifa, shout out to them.
No, that's great to hear and good to see the love all around the team there. And I guess outside of shouting out your teammates, is there anyone else that you want to give a shout out to?
Hey, you already know. Hey, shout out my mom, shout out my dad. Shout out Fabian, shout out Lissandro, shout out Cameron, shout out Isaac, shout out Ethan, shout out Daniel Tran, shout out Daniel, shout out Patrick, shout out Charbel, shout out Wilson, shout out Chris, shout out Sam. I think I said them all.
Hell yeah,
you,
that's
guys.
what we like to hear, KFC. No, thank you, mate, for always keeping the energy high this whole season and keeping the kills high as well. You guys played super duper well. Big congratulations to you and the team once again. And best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Yeah, thank you. Good night, guys.
There you go. That is going to be KFC, our champion at the end of the season there. And incredible stuff coming through from both our matches here tonight. You see, UTS took away the grand final 2-0 against UCID, and UNSW managed to redeem themselves, taking away their third place matchup against a UOM 2-0 as well. So 2-0s all the way around tonight, Amp. And incredible stuff from all our respective teams.
Yeah, absolutely amazing work. Congratulations to everyone who played tonight. We've had some really sick plays from all around, but ultimately, your top three, Unanimous W, UCID, and ultimately, the one and only UTS. Bring the heat and bring the vibes.
That's it. Bringing up the heat, bringing up the vibes. They are thriving right now, my man. And great to see an incredible season of CS2. But you know what else is incredible? Our sponsors! A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. And it's almost time. Time for a late-night snack. And I know somebody I can turn to. It's
Indomie, the noodle partner made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie Migo Rain will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Oh yeah, big shout out to both our wonderful sponsors there. Appreciate their support. And if you want to support the AEL, make sure you check us out on AU Esports League on YouTube, Facebook, X, you name it, we are on it. Make sure you check us out to see all the latest and greatest on all of our respective games and leagues there. Speaking of games, we have more games on. You thought the season was over? It's not over till it's over. We've got the Open Series coming to you live next week. Same time, same place. Make sure you check us out on that one, everybody. Very excited for it, and we hope to see you there.